Hello, everybody. Ryan's a ghost again.
I'm here.
He's here. It's just not loading. And Cal City was going to be late today.
I'm the voice in your head again.
Yes. I mean, you got company. But anyways, welcome everybody to the Monday Sound Stream. I am going out of town tomorrow, so we're going to be kind of short today. Now, short for us is still like 2.5 hours, but that's compared to like the 5 we did last week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last week was the big Comic-Con special.
Yeah. So
And we thought this week would be easy, but DC decides to keep that train chugging.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? I'm gonna gift some memberships because it is
the beginning of the month.
Beginning of the month.
Because
I'm out of town and all the videos are made in advance, none of these membership shoutouts will be done until I get back. So
we got Dr. Grid, Rishan Kumar Agarwar 7, Alex Drunken 006, A Familiar Stranger, Wilkasus apologize for all the mispronunciations, Melaine Jackson, Nin Style Nan, Gashin, and Shadowmaster got all the memberships. Congratulations to y'all.
So thank you everybody for supporting the channel. I am not going to Disneyland. I am going to Las Vegas for the Star Trek convention, and I will be back a week. I won't be streaming next Monday. Next Monday I'm off. Happy birthday, Zeltrax. Next Monday we will be off. I'm not putting any replacement content in place. It was hard enough getting all the videos done that I did. So next Monday we're off. We'll be back the following Monday. We might be back sometime next week, depending on how things work out, but we'll be back for sure on our normal Monday schedule the week after, and I will have in-person pictures of new Nacelle stuff, because Nacelle is going to Star Trek Vegas, and they're having a panel with announcements. So I'm definitely going to be there for all that, and I will have pictures. I will bring back pictures to show you all. So
Fly 52 nostalgia going like, make me a sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking to Brian Volkweiss, be like, hey, yeah, I interviewed you a little while ago, and yeah, you saw my review, so hey, how's it going? But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, so if you guys also, I'll post them in the Discord server when they do the reveals.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post them up because that's on Thursday, I think. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun convention. It's like a 5-day con. So it's gonna be intense, but I'm hoping they have the bridge on display. I'd love to see the bridge in person and try to like measure it with my hands. Like,
so you were telling me. So what you're saying is, so you plan ahead.
Yes.
So you know
start planning ahead. Because like seeing it in person is a whole different thing than seeing pictures, right?
Because you actually look. That's the size of my hand.
Yeah.
So I could use that as reference.
Exactly. Master Vince hasn't been playing any autograph. I already bought 13 autographs in advance. So it's because it's the 60th anniversary, so they got people going that don't normally go, which is very exciting.
They got the actor for the Tribble.
No, they actually have the designer of the Tribble.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they.
So how you come with the idea of the Tribble? Well, I just glued this hair together.
Yeah, they have a whole panel about Tribbles. Yeah, no, it was funny. One of their big guests this year was Paul Giamatti, and then he dropped out yesterday. Everybody was like, "Oh no!" But they got.
I love you, big fat liar.
Yeah. Loved you in Planet of the Apes, but no, he dropped out. But they got John Rhys Davies, and I was like, "Oh my God, Sala!" Like I went to Indiana Jones fan. I forgot he was in Voyager. But yeah, so they got some really cool guests. They got Peter Weller going as well.
Oh, damn.
So it's gonna be crazy.
You go to all the Star Trek actors and get them to sign stuff that's not Star Trek.
Yeah, I did that before. When I met Kirk Thatcher, I didn't get him to sign his cameo from Star Trek 4. I got him to sign a picture he took with Man-Thing on the set of Werewolf by Night. So, I know what I'm doing.
That's what I like to do is like if I ever go to a con, I want to make sure I'm gonna get anything signed. I'm gonna make sure it's signed from the obscure stuff. And the more fun thing is, do you remember this role?
Like when I met original voice of Ash, her name's blanking on me.
Veronica Taylor.
When I met Veronica Taylor, I was like, "Do you remember Gal Gaigar?"
Yeah.
She was like, "No, I don't." It was the first time she ever heard about it in so long. Yeah, Rebecca Romaine's not going this time. I met her though. I did meet Rebecca Romaine last time I went to Vegas. She was there, which was great. She was really nice. But yeah, they got a lot of people, so I get excited.
Patrick Stewart. I sure love your role as the poop emoji in the emoji movie.
No, I'd actually tell him I loved his role as the severed pig's head from Bait.
Oh yeah, I did saw that. I saw that behind the voice actors. Like what the? I was like, what the hell?
Bait was this. I think it was called Bait. Yeah, it was Riz Ahmed playing a guy auditioning for James Bond. And like what would go down if a Middle Eastern actor was auditioning for James Bond, and like all the backlash that would come from it. And at some point he starts hallucinating, and he picks up the severed pig's head that somebody left outside of his house because, you know, racist people are awful. And then it starts talking to him in the voice of Patrick Stewart. I love that show. That show is amazing. So
speaking of this weekend, book recommendation. People go read Galaxy, the Prius Star. It's one of DC's young adult graphic novels. Amazing book. I just read this. I read that yesterday. Got such an amazing book with beautiful art in it.
Yes, yes. Highly recommended. Galaxy, the Prettiest Star.
Essentially, it's
and
honestly
Galaxy
like
as the world falls down.
Yeah, essentially like honestly one of the best trans stories I've read. Honestly, it is such a great.
I'd also say one of the best
story.
superhero origins I've read at the same time.
Yeah,
I think it was really, really clever the way that like, and also it works as allegory and as realism, right? Because you have a trans character who's having to hide who she is, which is very much in the superhero secret identity realm. But it's like she has to hide who she is, not just because she's trans, but also because she's an alien from space.
I also appreciate how far they go with some of the transphobia.
Oh yeah,
guy, I got real. Speaking of, I still need to finish it, but I'm reading the Alan Scott Green Lantern on a DC miniseries.
I love that series.
I'm only I think 2 issues deep in that, and I'm surprised how far they're going with that. Especially the especially how tragic the homophobia was back during the 1930s, 40s.
Yeah,
like that series like that. Like we're talking about like LGBT representation. DC I think landslides over Morrow in a mile. Honestly,
they really do. And I think the thing is too is I think Jadzia Axelrod was also saying when she wrote Galaxy that she got more leeway because it was the young adult graphic novel line and not main DC continuity. But then that we've gotten stuff like the Alan Scott series, and we've gotten there's been some other great stuff that my brain's the Dream Girls with Dreamer and Galaxy that also went really deep.
I need to read.
Yeah,
I need to read that. I still need to read it because I knew it was like because I'm catching up. I catching up fully on Justice League Unlimited, and I knew like I couldn't read out actually reading both Galaxy and Dreamers books first.
Yeah,
so
it's very tied in because it's it's the same. Their creators,
writer.
The same. They're both writers wrote Dream Girls together, and then they wrote their individual books, which are connected.
Yeah, because I bought both Galaxies and Hawk Girl because it's that's part of that whole series. I needed to get Dreamer still, so I can have the whole complete collection.
Yeah, and then you can read. There's other Dreamer stuff like
Secret I know. There's Secret Six and Suicide Squad Dreamer, right?
Suicide Squad Dream Team comes first because that leads into Absolute Power, and then Secret Six comes after Absolute Power.
Yeah. That was during all the first one in stuff. I'm honestly curious how they're gonna. I actually would like if DC would do like an Omni of all the all in miniseries just to collect them all in one place because. No, they're all just miniseries, so like it'd be nice to just have like an all-in book that collects all that.
Yeah, it would be really, really cool. I think that another thing I'd like is I would like a Dreamer and Galaxy like omnibus. And that could be a compendium at the same time because that'd be really, really cool to have all that in one go.
Honestly, I would like. I don't think they'll. I'm not sure they'll do it because it is part of the young adult novel stuff. But like Absolute Edition of Galaxy Prius Starter. I think
I would even say an Absolute Edition puts the two together.
Yeah, no, actually,
Yeah.
that would probably the best. Because the art of Switching Previous Stars is gorgeous, man.
Like, look at this book. Look at this comp. I've shown it on stream for everybody, but look how great this artwork is. It is gorgeous. And then the interesting part too is that it's like this book's gorgeous, and then they got a different artist for the second one, and it's also gorgeous. It's just a different art style, but the artist I think for Galaxy 2 is the same artist as the Dreamer one. So anyways, I love what DC's doing in their comics, like all over. So I'm very happy. All right, we should get on with the show because we've got a lot to talk about. Well, we got enough to talk about, and I got to leave early today. So.
A lot of it's DC again because
Yep.
the train just keeps going from after Comic-Con.
Speaking of
what
DC,
happened last week?
Speaking of DC, I put out a Batman White Knight review because I needed a easy filler video. Because when I have to go on if I want to go on vacation, I have to work my ass off like ahead of time to get stuff ready, especially when we're in X month and I'm doing all the X-Men stuff. I had to really bust my ass. So I was like, easy video. Let me throw in this Absolute Edition review. It did pretty terrible, not gonna lie. Probably won't be doing independent Absolute Edition reviews, and probably will just continue to talk about them in the comic hall. So,
do you think it's because it's the subject matter? Do you think because White Knight is a very niche series?
I think so, because I was noticing Near Mint Conditions Absolute White Knight review performed worse than his other Absolute Edition reviews.
So it definitely because like White Knight's popular, but it's definitely niche. Especially compared to Crisis.
Yeah,
Crisis of Infinite Earth. That's a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think there's a disparity in popularity between the two, and I do think that I would like to see. I would like to do. Or I should say, I would like to do Absolute Edition reviews because I do like talking about the format and talking about the comics deeper. But I think I can just do that in a comic hall.
Yeah, already. You already do that in the comic hall already.
Yeah, so I don't really need to do it as a separate thing. It was just a bit of a just a test bed.
Yeah, because Crisis, it was your first, but also like it's Crisis, like is like a big deal comic.
Plus, it had the new restoration and everything, so I think there was more interest.
Yeah.
What do you need to learn about the White Knight Absolute Edition that you don't already know from reading the solicit?
Yeah. I do like because I do like again. I really appreciate what's the writer / artist name again?
Sean Murphy.
I really appreciate Sean Murphy's like comments about it. As a fellow artist. Like there's many times where we go like, God, I wish I could do that differently. God, or like, God, I know this is a mistake I did. It's like, God, this one is I appreciate that because artists, artists' worst enemy is themselves.
Yep. Yeah, Mujagi says White Knight was shorter, but Crisis felt more intriguing. I agree. Like as a video, I'd say my White Knight video is not as interesting because there's just I don't have as much attachment to it like I do Crisis.
And also look at that shiny reflective cover.
Yeah, shiny reflective cover too. But I think Crisis had a lot of my first Absolute, and it's a new restoration, and it's a comic I've loved for like, 15, 16 years now. I just don't have that same attachment to White Knight, right? So it's like, what do because a lot of Crisis, I was just like, this is why this book's so important to me and so special. White Knight's like, I really like this comic. It's a lot shorter of a thing. Again, could just be part of a comic hall, and the rest of the Absolutes I'm getting will be just part of the comic hall. Now, that being said, it's bookended between big-ass X-Men home video history doing very, very well and Spider-Man guy doing very, very well, so it's not affecting the channel. It just fed the algorithm.
As we know, Spider-Man, as he knows,
God, they already hit $1 billion on that movie.
they beat Endgame.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They beat Endgame domestically.
Yeah. Domestically, but I won't be trying to beat it eventually.
Yep.
Because it's Spider-Man.
And it's also like really good Spider-Man. Which, before we transition to non-spoiler thoughts, members may have gotten a ton of notifications from me today because I unlocked all the videos that are going up while I'm gone. So also, if you want to join at the Commander tier or higher, you can watch the X-Men Teams update, the Every X-Men Figure I Own compilation, which includes shorts that haven't come out yet, and the comic hall are available like right now. So if you all want to check that out, you can join as a channel member, Commander tier or higher, and you can see those now. Otherwise, they will be going up on Wednesdays and Fridays. From comic hall will go up this Wednesday, X-Men Team update will go up this Friday, and then next Wednesday will be the X-Men figure compilation. And then in line with that, this week's shorts were Phoenix / Jean Grey, and then Iceman, Magic, and Colossus. Yes, I did switch out which short was going to be on Thursday after seeing what last week's episode of X-Men was about. So
here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. Will you? I feel like you could have swapped that.
Yep.
Because of Spider-Man, maybe.
It kind of worked out because this Jean Grey short was timed perfectly for reasons I won't state. But when I was while watching,
I talk about Steve's from any.
I'm just gonna say that was perfectly timed for this. Also, so the thing is, I will tell you all live stream exclusive. The last 3 shorts are going to be Storm, Gambit, and Rogue. Are in that order? You'll have to wait and see. Also, if you watch the compilation, you won't know the order because the compilation's in a different order than they actually got uploaded.
For next year, for X month 2027, will you do? We're curious that will you do all X villains I own because not.
I might do it because there's not going to be much updating on a lot of these characters because they're mostly or
it's gonna be one character. It's gonna be you probably had to do eventually. You probably had to do characters that are not in the show because you might run out.
I gotta do a Kitty Pryde one. I cut her because I'm like she's not showing up this season. But then also what will help is once we get a trailer for season 3, I could be like, oh, Kitty.
All Excalibur, all Brotherhood of Evil, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a Brotherhood of Evil one because the one clip they showed at Comic-Con from season 3 features the Brotherhood. So, all right, this is gonna be quick because I don't have much to say non-spoiler for Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Besides, my god, I loved it.
We will do a spoiler section at the end, near the end of the stream. So you want to hear our full uncensored thoughts? Go there.
Yeah, but, I will let everybody know before we switch to the spoiler section. It'll be after the news. We will talk about spoilers for the movie.
And we'll have the spoiler tag. We'll have the spoiler tag on screen.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought Sadie Sink's character was very well done. I know it's going over differently in the fandom depending on who you are, but I liked it.
I do love everyone to see that agree that Sadie Sink's character's named Sadie Sink's character.
Yes.
For spoilers, non-spoilers.
It was funny because it was like her and Joe Locke got put in the same press tour bubble of can't say who your character is.
Honestly, this probably. I still have a soft spot for Tasman 1 and Raimi 1, but this could rival to be my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie. The Spider-Man films are still probably my favorite Spider-Man movies overall, but I think this one's a toss-up between Raimi and 1. Because I can't pick one. Raimi 1, Tasman 1 means so much to me. So, it's one of those, I can't pick one, but this one's, neck to neck with those two.
Yeah. This one is probably... I gotta say, out of all of them, this is the one that made me feel like I was reading Spider-Man comics. And that does that does because I'm a huge ass comic reader, if you captured the feeling of a comic, you have gotten me in your clutches.
When I can see the bips and bangs and pops,
it's like when I'm watching James Gunn's Superman or Fantastic Four First Steps, and I'm like, there's a bunch of flaws, but it captured the feeling so well, I really don't care. That's kind of how I feel with this. Even though I think this is a better movie than both those. I can say that for sure. But I loved Punisher in this. I love Punisher as a supporting character. I just don't like him as a lead character.
Yeah, no, I mean he's dad energy in this.
He's probably my favorite John Bernthal performance. I don't even mean as Punisher. Right? I just mean generally.
I mean, how convenient that Holland and John were in back-to-back films.
And Zendaya.
Yeah.
All 3 of them were in two, and both movies have already crossed the $1 billion mark, and they came out in the same month. It's pretty great. Anyways, we'll talk more about it because I don't want to get into details. Because all the stuff I want to talk about is spoilers.
Yeah, this is one of the films where I can't say anything without spoiling.
I will say it's emotional core, its message, its storytelling was so good. Did Alan Moore love the movie? That'd be great because I think this is the kind of movie Alan Moore would love.
Love a potato. So, will you say this is a big potato movie?
It's a medium potato movie. And I think that's exactly where it needed to be. I think Spider-Man's been doing too much big potatoes. I think a medium potato was exactly what he needed.
We're talking about last one was a small potato.
Yeah, I mean, it was too big of a potato in my eyes, but yeah, we will talk about it at the end of the show, as you can see by my nice little graphic of what the timeline is today. Let's see. I saw a comment. I was going to answer a question. Infinite said, "And you like finding DC Sonic figs or Storm?" I have all the DC Sonic figs so far. Storm and Wave are elusive.
I need to find Catwoman Rouge, and it was most frustrating. I went to Target yesterday, and clearly the big summer switch out happened, and I found a Storm Wave, but now out Storm, and I'm like,
yeah, that happens to me all the time. I went to the Target to see the reset, and I got the Luna Snow Pack for $40 because they had it priced.
I did. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised to see all the rival stuff on at the store there. I was like, oh, that's weird.
I also got a Block East Jeff from my comic shop. He's adorable. I love him.
I'm waiting for my pre-orders to come in for those.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's tempting to just get them at the comic store also because they have them, and just cancel my pre-orders and BBTS.
Avery said might be Frank Miller. Someone double check. Yeah, it also makes sense too. I mean, it's like old comic creators liking new interpretations of the comics into movies is a good thing. That means they're nailing the spirit. Because I'm always like, you don't have to adapt everything beat by beat, one for one. I just want the spirit and core themes of the characters brought through. Like that's what actually matters to me.
No, Mr. Santa, it's bad. It's not one-to-one the comic. We call it vitriol.
Look, I'll be honest. Like Invincible's one-to-one to the comic sometimes, and I kind of check out and get bored. There's certain chunks of that show where I'm like, yeah, okay. Ooh, Tech Jacket's a girl now. That's exciting.
Yeah, I like Zoe a lot, but I gotta tell you, man, being a Superman fan, I also love it, and a fan of mine of Superman is tough. It's such tough for someone like me. Where it's like, oh, I love the comics, but I also love this version of the show. I don't care if it's different. I just love it.
Yep. 8-Bit Latin Gamer says, you're going to talk about the Discotek releases in the Blu-ray section. I'm going to be totally honest.
Yes.
I am so mentally fried from making videos to put up while I was gone. I actually forgot about the Discotek stuff initially, and then I was on Blue Sky, and I saw Discotek posting about I'm like, oh, crap! And I quickly put it into the notes. So it is in the notes. Yeah. I almost messed up.
we will call you Afro, or not Double O Diamond Day, Santa.
Yes, because it was 2 days and 2 videos
That's not the Otakon announcements, right? Or was it?
That was the Otakon panel, yeah.
Okay, it was okay. I mean, was it planned to be on Hyper Day?
No, that was just an accident.
That was a very happy accident.
Yeah. Infinite says, when will my Sonic reviews return? It would be the last thing I answer before we get on the news.
Sound gets enough material.
I have enough material. I have plenty of material. The problem is, as soon as I go to do it, another figure gets found. So I'm like, let me wait. Let me get Storm. I was like, because what I got is I've got Trip, I've got Fang, I've got
all the DC Sonic stuff.
The Penguin. I got the entire DC Sonic line. I've got a Batmobile. I got the multi-pack. I got the 5-inch figures and the 2-packs. I have a ton of stuff to cover. But the problem is, as soon as I find a spot in the schedule to do it, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll do it for this week. And then
I recommend doing it in December because usually
that's what I'm going to do at this point. It's just going to be a rundown.
Because I think the last Sonic with you did was in December, so I might as well just make them just like a yearly December name.
Because like every time I went to go do it, it's like, oh, now this exists. Oh, now this exists. Oh, now this exists. I'm like, I don't want to make a video and then suddenly be outdated already, So I think I'm going to wait.
$1.99 super chat for Common Joe. Brand new day felt more film like than most MCU.
Yeah, it reminded me of Thunderbolts.
Data doesn't Craig, man. He has some magic sauce.
Yep.
Sauce.
It reminded me of Shang-Chi, but I think even better than Shang-Chi. I think Cretton's evolved as a director, and I think it reminded me a lot of Thunderbolts, which is a high compliment because Thunderbolts is great.
It makes me go like, okay, I'm interested in check out his Naruto at the very least, because at least
Yeah,
I
his
know.
Naruto and Michael Gracie's Tangled have me going, on a fundamental level, I'm opposed to this, but you put that director on it, and now I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, now I'm interested at the very
Like,
least.
I'm going to watch both those movies simply because of who's directing them. Do I want a live-action Naruto? Not really. Do I want a live-action Tangled? Not really. Oh, but if
I
you
would
put
say,
two of my favorite directors on those projects, well, okay.
I would say, I think we have like a link image of Rapunzel's actress, and she looks great. She looks great.
She looks phenomenal. I'm glad her hair and makeup team aren't letting her down like they did on Titans.
Okay, she played
Raven.
Raven, right?
Yep. Yeah, Blade Raider and everybody. Yeah, Naruto, directed by Daniel Destin Daniel Cretton? Daniel
Yes.
Destin Cretton. Yeah, Destin Daniel Cretton. Yeah. Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Brand New Day guy's doing Naruto. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch it because his track record for directing so far has just been incredible.
There's a good chance that I'm going to at least enjoy it.
Like, there's a good chance that I'm going to be like, this was a good movie. Like, regardless of adaptation stuff, like, I'm probably going to be like, that was a good movie. Because I honestly, like, what more can you ask for, you know? Like, you know, there's discussion of if the Wachowski Speed Racer movie is really a faithful adaptation or a really clever reimagining, and I think it's a really clever reimagining. So, Andreas is wondering if live-action Naruto be PG-13. Absolutely, they want that box office.
It will.
Will they water down intense scenes? Probably not. I mean, the thing is, most Naruto aired uncensored on Toonami. It was just like when Kabuto started ripping hearts out, and even then they still aired it. They were just like, warning, this episode gets violent.
Also, what's remind people that the Naruto and such are still Shonen Jump anime. Like they're so serious. They're still
made for teenagers.
Yeah, they're at least at least 12 to 13-year-olds at the very least.
Yeah, it's funny. A Latin gamer mentions not another Dragon Ball Evolution. Who directed Dragon Ball Evolution? Very curious. James Wong.
Yeah, James Wan. Yeah.
Who is James Wong?
He did a lot of the Saw movies.
Let's see. Boys Next Door, Final Destination, The One, Willard, Final Destination 3, Black Christmas, and Dragon Ball Evolution. He never directed a movie again after that.
He was a big director, especially during the horror scene in that era. I think.
Looks like he's mostly just done TV since.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution is more than just that. Was a everyday tell apart kind of production.
Sometimes, like, yes, James Wong, not James Wan. Sometimes that happens though. It's like your director can't save it. So, all right, let's talk toys because there's only a couple little things. Blocky's Legend Edition Ultron is fully solicited and has been going up for pre-order places.
Man, Blockies, you don't have to go out here and just make the best Ultron figure of all time.
I mean, look at this. He comes with a throne and 4 drones and the arm cannon and a blade slashing effect, shield, and a stand.
And the drones.
Yep, 4 drones. And 4 of them too.
And you can store a lot of those, like those behind his chair.
And I love that his chair is the Avengers Tower.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, God, like what? And the best part is with Ultron's design and Rivals is such a good Ultron design. You can just place it in your comic shelf and it doesn't look like
this is literally the best Ultron figure ever made.
Yep. Oh, he has the LED also in his chest.
Yes. My comic shop's getting it, so I'm looking forward to it. I started talking to my comic shop. I'm like, all right, you're getting Blockies in lately. Are you just getting like everything? And they're like, we're getting everything. I'm like, okay, cool.
Blocky's out here just mocking everybody who making
great
stuff.
For Rivals, I got Rocket, who is gigantic, and I've got Jeff, who's tiny. It's lovely.
And he can actually move.
Yeah, he actually is a movable piece. All right. Memorial Edition for Sentai took a swerve. Instead of getting a changer, we got the Jewel Saber from Gao Ranger, which is now redone into full prop size with 5 crystal animal orbs and new details that never existed before.
The marbling, is that marbling on the hill? Is that from the show?
Yes. Let me go pull up a picture.
Because unless they change it, unless the Wild Force prop change it, I thought it was always white.
Yeah, it's always white on toys, and so I think it's.
Might be a Mandela, yeah. Maybe because I just think of the toy design first.
Yep.
So that's
we've Mandela affected. Here's the prop. The prop's even actually more marbled than the than the Memorial Edition is, because they're supposed to look like ancient weaponry. So of course, like the handle of it would be more worn than the rest of it.
That LA lighting, I'm assuming it's the same prop in Wild Force. That LA lighting really high.
Yeah, it's either the
Yes.
same prop or they repainted it because they thought it was dirty.
That too,
That's always a
actually.
possibility that they didn't know that was an intentional design detail.
J-Bog meant they probably actually used the Bandai Japan toy actually in Wild Force. Now I'm thinking about it.
They might not have, because the Bandai Japan toy was actually stubbier than the Bandai America one.
Oh yeah, because it's one of those like, yeah, I can't remember if that was a show prop or not.
Yeah.
It probably was a show prop. Because I think with action scenes, because when it comes to like when the the civilian rangers hold the props in the shows, it's always the toy. But I think when it's like actual action scenes, they use a hero like a foam prop probably for those.
Weirdly enough, it has Gal Red's voice in it, even though his voice wasn't in the changer. It's weird how this has been happening lately. Like, yeah, we cut the voice lines from the changer, we'll put it into the weapon. It's also got a motion sensor to activate sounds. It is confirmed that the jewels are the same size as the original jewels, so any custom jewels that exist should fit in this and work with it.
Omander said they used the Bandai America toy for Wild Force.
Okay, that makes sense, because the Bandai America toy is actually pretty good. Go find a picture of it. Yeah, because... So anyways, I kind of like the idea of this, but I don't think I'm going to buy it just because of everything else happening right now. There's so much coming out. It's a very expensive point in time. And
I guess all the other like shipping companies, because of all what's going on in the world, has been like went cuckoo because HLJ just only have FedEx, and God, their duty fees are expensive.
Yep.
Because I need to ship out my Kisuna Kaider model kit from HLJ from Reverend Sky. That thing is like $100 plus for duty fees for some. And it's weird because I got in a big statue, anime statue, and that's only 95 duty fees. I'm like, why is the model kit more expensive for duty fees? That's like, I was so baffled by that. Like all my other big
By the way, so real quick, it's 25,300 yen coming out in December. Anyways, yeah. No, the fees thing has been crazy. That's why I decided to stop importing, because I can't take that.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of the imports I did was before all the crazy shit went down, and those like warehouse space is running low for those. I'd rather not pay for keeping those in longer. So it's like, I think it is out sooner than later.
Blade Raider says, yeah, you got an Agito sword to buy, right? Yeah, they teased the flame saber, and I'm like, no, yes, no, yes.
I mean, you didn't buy the Garo kit. I don't think you'll buy the Agito saber.
Yeah, the problem is that anytime there's these big weapons, if it's not a changer, the amount of cost it's going to cost me is just too much. Because the thing is, like, the reason I stopped importing a year ago, I think it's been a year since I've imported anything. And well, actually, no, I made one buy purchase, but I stopped importing things. I stopped doing import pre-orders because I work on YouTube, where my pay is insanely variable, right? Like, if I don't put out enough videos that produce enough content, I'm gonna have a lower paycheck, right? So
I get paid weekly, and it's still for me.
It's still but what I'm saying is that, like, you know roughly how much money you're making every month, right?
Yeah.
I have zero idea. And so it's so variable. So I'm like, I try to make sure that, like, all my pre-orders are, like, locked price, right? Like, it's not going to be more expensive than what I pre-order it at, because it really can throw off my entire budget. I'm always on a teeter-totter. So that's why I've had to stop importing things. Also, Omander says, PSA, Hobby Genki's having problems getting P Bandai product. I have $400 in product I have to cancel because they failed to get three things in a row. It's becoming an issue, isn't it? Yeah. Importing sucks, and we could talk about it all day, but we need to move on. All right. SH Figure Arts Motoko Kusanagi from The Ghost in the Shell has been revealed, and she looks great. I love it. I want one.
I love the silly. I clapped because of the silly face.
I'm so happy. Like, it also doubles as a manga Motoko at the same time, you know? It's like, yeah, it
Have
is
you
also
seen?
the Science Saru
Yeah.
version, but it's also the manga version.
But it's not the the Ghost of Tsushima PS1 game cutscenes in Motoko.
Oh god, yeah.
You want to get full? Because that was even more manga accurate. So,
Yep.
more surprisingly.
It's really crazy, but yeah, she's 9,900 yen coming out in January, and she will be getting a U.S., Europe, and Latin America release.
I would say, even though like the what was it, what's the purple hair one from again? The Standalone Complex. I think the design's good, but I actually do like this design a little bit more for Motoko. I don't know. I just kind of like it.
It's funny because the manga and the new anime are insanely more horny than Standalone Complex, but Standalone Complex is a skimpier outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a good design also. I like also, but like something about this one screams like retro future to me.
Yeah.
Like I look at it, it has that like it looks futuristic but also retro at the same time, and that's what I like a lot about it.
Yeah, I really love it. I've been loving the new anime. I mean, I'm a big fan of the manga, so it's. Yeah.
I need to catch up. I've been behind a lot of my anime because I've been
because you're watching Cape Crusader instead of good stuff.
I know. Hey, to be fair, I was watching Legion. We're watching Legion also.
Okay, now you're watching good stuff. You're redeemed. All right. There's also going to be a Robot Spirits Fuchikoma, which I think is cute.
I love it. Comes with the cat mouth, like the faces.
I love the faces. It's huge though because it holds her.
It actually holds her, which is cool to see.
That being said, that makes it 16,500 yen.
I mean, it's also fully accurate because isn't she like ass up in that seat, something like that?
Yeah, she is. She's like sitting comfortably in there.
Yeah, she's actually like sitting properly and not have her ass out.
You can actually see the seat is up on the lid.
Yep.
Yep. Love it. And then our last figure we're talking about is Marineford Shanks, who is looking
Shanks who eats all the protein?
Yes, protein Shanks. Luckily he is cheaper than the previous than Flashback Shanks because he doesn't come with a Kid Luffy or a second arm.
Honestly, I think he looks better than the pre-time skip Shank design because I figure because that one I know a lot of people had some problems with. Did he have a wired cape or was that plastic?
He has a wired cape. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at him right now. He's got a wired cape. This one's also retail and not P Bandai. So.
What's also funny is because this is just, like this design he kept in the time skip, right?
Yeah, I think his neck got thicker because he kept eating protein.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because I think because stuff like I'm so used to this design literally being a brick wall.
Yep.
About the design, so it's weird to see it with normal like proportions here.
By the way, side note, you know what's going to be the great part about being on vacation? Even though I'm going to a convention, I'm going to have time to play video games again.
Oh, because Tokon comes out around that time.
Yeah, but I can't. Well, I have my PS5 with me. I did buy Tokon, and I've got it. I've got Tokon pre-bought, so it's already loaded. So as soon as I come back, I get to play it. But
here's the biggest question: what books are you gonna bring to read?
On the trip? I am going to bring Batman: Blind Justice, and I picked up a volume of Daredevil Epic that is the beginning of the Frank Miller stuff. I think I'm going to bring those two because I'm not going to carry like an Omni with me, right? But
you want to bring a cinder block with you?
I did that one time. I actually took a Silver Age Legion omnibus with me on a 16-hour road trip. It was fun, actually. I enjoyed doing it. But I'm going to bring Daredevil and Batman. So Batman Blind Justice and Daredevil to Dare of the Devil. And I'm going to read those. And I'm also bringing my iPad. I'm going to try to catch up on Poison Ivy because I'll have some time. Like, the thing is the convention's only from like 9 to 5 or 6 every day. So I'll have downtime. And I'll bring my Switch. I got a bunch of One Piece games I want to finish. I've started so many. So here's Shanks in the early part of the series versus Marineford as a comparison. But yeah.
I forget. Bolo Hancock's not out yet, right? In the U.S.
Not in the U.S.
market?
No.
Yeah, I've seen videos. God, I figure it's like really good. I've seen from videos of that one.
Here's Marineford to post time skip. You can see his neck just kept getting bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be picking up this Shanks because it's Shanks. The only One Piece figure arts I skip are the ones where I look at the price and I'm going, are you insane?
The pineapple head. He looks good.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. The Marco figure looks really good, but yeah, it's too expensive.
$270 or whatever it was. No.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like the Marco, the Mihawk, the well, I mean Mihawk was kind of worth its price. I just didn't feel like I needed it after the Anime Heroes, and then Kizaru are like the only ones that, and Kaido are the only ones that skipped because I'm just like the cost.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard, yeah, I hate Blackbeard. He's such a good villain, but I really don't like him. All right,
Depending on the price, will you pick a flamingo figure?
I think I'd have to make somebody else buy me Doflamingo, but I might just buy him to have Law and Luffy beat the shit out of him.
Will you at least get the Anime Hero that comes out?
Yeah, I totally buy Anime Heroes. It was funny. I bought a blind box of the Dressrosa Arc Mystery Minis, and I opened it, and it was freaking Doflamingo, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Were you like shaking your fist at it?
I was. It was very annoying to me.
Anyways, happy old Discotek Day, people.
Discotek Day. So Discotek had their next round of announcements. We're gonna go through
Can you put the link in? Can you put the link?
I can't because I made a slideshow.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to deal with all the clips that are in the Blue Sky feed.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, I'm actually looking to find that then, so I can make sure. Because I actually didn't pay attention, mostly because I was actually I was watching Beat Break while it was happening. I think so.
Yeah,
like,
I was sat and locked in from top to bottom on this, which sounds
no,
gross,
wait, no,
but...
I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I was suffering through Supergirl with my friends. Who I was making them suffer with me with that one. God.
Yeah, so
I need to climb the ladder of their treads.
Yeah, I know. I had to do that earlier. I made a slideshow, so we're just gonna get started. All right, so
first is Lupin, right?
First up, they had Lupin the Third, Zenigata, and the two Lupins. So this was actually a big mystery because Discotek wasn't hit by copyright protection. Doesn't mean I won't. YouTube ain't consistent.
They're a company. We're only two men. We're only two men.
Peacemaker says, "You now have autoplay GIF video turned off on Blue Sky." I have it turned off, but the thing is, it's just the amount of posts. It's much easier just to make a little slideshow.
With YouTube copyright protected, they could smell a picture of an anime club, go like claim.
Yep. All right. So, anyways, Zenigata and the Two Lupins was an OVA that came out right before Immortal Bloodline. That is kind of a lead into Immortal Bloodline, and it's to finish that adult-aimed Lupin the Third version where we had a Fujiko series, we had a Fujiko movie, a Jigen movie, a Goemon movie, and then now we have a Zenigata special, and then the Lupin movie is Immortal Bloodline. The awkward part is that Discotek released everything except for Immortal Bloodline, which went to G-Kids. So, but we got Immortal Bloodline came out last week. Mine's showing up today, I think, because I forgot to order it, and then everybody's like, "I got my Lupin Immortal Bloodline." I'm like, "Did I order that?" And then I realized I did. So this is very exciting because this will finish that collection, and it's going to be dubbed into English, which we weren't sure because this came out on Prime Video, but it never actually released on Prime Video over here, from what I know.
Yeah.
So we were wondering what was going on.
Yeah. This is the Keith Silverstein and Christina V cast, right?
Yeah, it should be because they did all the others. So it's really, really nice because we have completed that subsection of Lupin, and it was a concern because it was a missing gap between the previous movie and then the new one. So very, very happy about that.
When will you ever do a Lupin? You think?
I don't know.
How will you? I'm assuming you guys structure like by jacket era. Cause that's what jacket era, like paint.
You would think that would be the easiest way.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes they repeat. Because sometimes they repeat jackets.
Yep.
With,
and the TV specials. Yep. Yeah. All right.
I guess.
Also, Lupin Part 6 is a green jacket, and Lupin Part 1's a green jacket. Are those connected, but the other four don't count?
I guess. So I forget because the Keith Silverstein Christina. That's the only like real like deviation.
It's like it's separate deviation in tone and style. It matches the manga more.
It's the only one that's like this because every other else is kind of similar, right? So you can't really do like a different like eras of Lupin.
Anyways, I guess we gotta move on.
I guess
I got the stream early today. So.
Yeah. So I guess you could do like what you did with Spider-Man, just years is the best way to describe it.
I think I'll probably do by decade like I did Spider-Man, which really worked. I was really happy with how that worked as format. All right. Toradora is returning to Blu-ray.
This is big. Yeah, this is big because the NSI Then back when NSI America did anime releases, this was one of their biggest series. Well, that and Cardcaptor Sakura. But once that they stopped doing it, the aftermarket prices are nightmare.
Reminds me of when they closed Made in Japan at Sentai Filmworks, and the prices just went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's great. It's great that Discotek is bringing the series back out again. It includes the Japanese and dub.
Yep.
Um,
And all the
great to
bonus
get.
features.
Also, in a low price new package. I'm assuming it's gonna be more of a discount Blu-ray than
I think
other
so.
stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Which is great.
Oh my God, this was the greatest thing! And shout out Collector K9 who made this happen. They bought all the DVD sets for Lupin Part 2, and then suddenly, boom, we have a Lupin the Third Part 2 SD Blu-ray.
He was the sacrifice. He was the moral sacrifice.
Look, whenever they get those Fantastic Four Epic Collection reprints going, I'm ready. You know, yes, I spent $350 to finish my collection. Who cares? it'll make it happen for somebody else. Anyways, so this is all 155 episodes across 4 Blu-rays. They said that, yes, Japan got a Blu-ray release of this, but it was an upscale, and it wasn't a good upscale, and so they wanted to go back to the SD footage, and because that looked better.
So is it one of those shaky cam, a bunch of ghosting remasters?
Kind of like the Digimon upscales that Japan got versus the ones we got. Which were new restorations.
And here's the thing: I don't think they have the manpower to remaster this like Digimon.
No, at 155 episodes. The packaging is going to match the Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 5 releases, which is amazing. And it's going to have all the English dub episodes that did happen. They never finished dubbing it, but they got all of that. And it's going to be freshly mastered. It's not like they're just using their DVD source. They're just going to they're just doing it from scratch. They've been working on this for a couple years now. And I'm very excited. This is going to finish our Lupin TV collection.
I think I love all the goddamn PowerPoint presentation artwork they have.
Yes. They were having so much fun. They're like, look, these icons will tell you what we're doing today.
I love the please follow today's instructions. Annual every night sing-along. Trailer announcement. Host talk about Discotek. More trailers. More announcements. Danger!
Yep. Yeah, so this is exciting because we're on our way to finishing the TV specials in one consistent collection. We've got all the TV shows done. I think we're still missing a couple movies on Blu-ray, and then we're almost done. We're almost done. They've almost cracked it all. There's some stuff that is outside of legal reach, which is like live action stuff, and the first pilot film, but like we're getting really, really close.
Question for the next announcement for Discotek, or at least the thing related to the next announcement. Do you have the notes from Mark?
Yes, I have them in my head.
Okay, I was making sure because they do explain why certain things are the way they are and with them.
All right, next up we have surprisingly Digimon Frontier English dub.
This is fast. I'm always surprised to see this out fast. I thought it'll be like next year. Next year.
Yep.
But
real quick, Latin Gamer says they're all the Lupin series in print. Part 1. 2 when it comes out in October, 3 and 4 are in print. 5 went out of print because of a licensing issue. And 6 is still available from Sentai Filmworks. It might even be on sale right now during their summer sale. Anyways.
They usually keep a lot of stuff in print unless they just forever lose the license.
Yeah. But yeah, we jumped ahead because usually we've been doing English, Japanese, English, Japanese. They jumped over Tamer's Japanese and went straight to Frontier English, and I have a theory about that. And that I will present in the entertainment section because it's actually tied into Toei's announcement.
Yeah, but this is great. As one of Frontier's biggest fans, I'm happy to see this so soon. Mm-hmm. It is funny, though. Man, I will say, you can really tell how rough it was during Toei at Frontier time because I'm just gonna assume there was not much art made for this show.
Yes, they said on the stream. The reason why it's Alderman on the cover instead of Agunimon is because they had no art they could use for Agunimon.
Because that I think they said specifically that would fit the
template, yeah.
Template, yeah. Also, because Takuya's the only one in just the stock character render pose. Because I guess he did not make any other pose for Takuya.
Yeah.
in any other artwork. So yeah, they were stuck.
Also, they said that there will be extras on all these releases, but they're not announcing extras until they're actually releasing because they've been having issues where they announce extras and then the Japanese company says no last minute.
Yeah.
So they're not announcing extras at this time, which I think is fair.
Yeah, because Toei can be Toei.
Yep, because they did that already with Digimon. Adventure was supposed to have liner notes, and then they made the liner notes, and then Toei said no, and then they had to put the liner notes out like as a PDF online because they made them, but they're not going to spend the money doing that if they're not going to be allowed to do it. So. Yep. But anyways, this is very, very exciting, and we now have the original 4 shows in English dub on Blu-ray. All right, next up.
You have the Discotek and stuff. They did showcase that for Digimon.
I don't, but I could just pull it up on With the Will real quick.
Yeah, because we got the packaging art.
While I do that, do you have any thoughts on Panty Pony Dash?
I do know it's a very popular niche series. For a lot of people.
I needed the breather after Digimon and Lupin back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very fun niche. I remember this was a big series during the 2000s era of otaku culture. So it's really cool to see it back out again. Also, and that comes with the dub and sub for that one. It's an SC Blu-ray though, so I'm guessing that they didn't have the. No, oh god, I will. Hold on. I'll give credit for Discotek with their sub work. Holy crap!
Yeah, this one is out. Yeah, because I don't have the disc art, but I'll review it in October, guys. You can see it then.
Are you getting this one
for Digimon, not this?
Oh no, I
for the Digimon packaging art. I'll just show you guys in October when the release comes out.
Okay, I'll send
it's fine. I want to get moving because I got to wrap up in an hour and a half.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. It's all good. Panty Pony Dash though, they showed the screen where it was just like, boom, all these subtitles in 50 different fonts, and I was like, that's insane. That's more than Bobobo. So
yeah, that's already insane there.
If you guys ever wonder why is it SDBD instead of Blu-ray, it's because they don't have the materials able to make it Blu-ray, HD Blu-ray. That's the reason. All right. Next up, Tales of the Abyss. That's coming back.
Yes. No, first time.
First time?
I think it's because I know Bandai has released the episodes on their YouTube channel, but I think this might be the first time is on home media.
It was funny because the theme song started playing, and I was like, I've never seen this, but why does it sound familiar? And then I saw the Bump of Chicken credit, and I was like, oh, that's why.
This is the anime adaptation of the Tales of the Abyss video game, part of the Tales series. This is the one entry I soon need to play, aka Bandai. Please remaster this sooner, because it's one of the.
I heard it's insanely depressing.
Yeah, no, it's a. Do you like clones? It's the one that this is the funny over the two big Tales games of the 2000s. So it's great to see this,
J Pocket was clarifying on Pony that it's not that they don't have the materials to make a Blu-ray disc; it's that the Blu-ray disc would not have enough space to handle the amount of subtitle work needed.
Oh damn! Really?
That's even more insane. But yeah, so this is a good release, and hopefully Bandai follows suit with the game getting remastered, right?
Yeah, because they did do the whole remaster project for Tales, so it's great to see this kind of. I hope they can get there was a civilian anime also. I don't think that's been done by Discotek, so hopefully they can touch that if they can do this. Anyways, time for Pat
Labor. So I was hoping for more Pat Labor because I watched the OVA for the first time at the Discotek released and fell in love with it. I love this series. I love these goofy goobers. It's so great. I love the OVA.
You have more reason to get the.
I have more reason to rebuy everything I already bought on the Sentai Filmworks set I never watched. Because I did buy the whole Pat Labor box set, but
and get the real great kit.
I am going to get the real great kit when I have a budget gap to do so. So they first announced Pat Labor on television, which is the TV series, all 47 episodes, Japanese subtitles, dubbed in English. They said a significant improvement on video quality over prior release, improved subtitles too. I trust them. It's better. I was like, okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, the OVAs lead into the movies. I wonder if they're going to do the movies. And then they're like, boom, more Pat Labor, the new files. And I'm like, oh, that's the sequel OVA to the TV series. Awesome. All right, so that's 16 more episodes.
That's the one. That's the one I got while realizing that, wait a minute, this is the sequel. Oops, from the Sentai release. So I never watched it because it was a sequel series. I want the context, so I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then I was like, but what about the movies? And then they're like, boom, Pat Labor movie trilogy, and I'm like, oh, you guys are awesome.
Man, Pat Labor Tree's a jerk. Pat Labor Tree's a jerk for not being the same pose as the other two.
There's a reason. It's a different timeline.
I know, but it's just funny how like symmetrical.
It's also funny too because it includes the mini Pato shorts that I don't believe are on the Sentai release. This also means they've done all the Pat labor except for the live action show and
the new anime, which I don't think it's even out yet. I could be wrong.
It's not out yet. No, it's coming out in like 3 chunks, and we don't even know if it's getting distributed over here. So it's weird. I would like it to be available, but I'm worried that if it gets onto a streaming service, it's going to get licensed by somebody besides Discotek for the physical media release.
That's
it's a weird catch-22 to be in.
I must have think of Ghost in the Shell because I thought it was Amazon that got Pat Labor, that new Pat Labor anime. But
maybe they did. I might be. I don't remember. I just know the Cyborg 009 anime never came out.
Oh, Chaos! Pat Labor dots, quick.
Yes, you guys talk enough old anime. I show up.
Yep, we were talking about Pat Labor because, as a reminder, I have to leave in an hour and a half. So.
Oh, you do?
Because I'm traveling
real quick, I'm seeing your thing is about the movies.
Yes.
Those are the Oshi movies. Those are different than the show.
They follow
Pat
the
Labor
OVA
movie too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Pat Labor the second movie before anything else and was like, man, this is heavy. Then watching the regular show and I'm like, oh.
I forget. Does the Discotek Media have the timeline thing in the back like the Sentai DVDs did?
They don't. Which is sad, but you know.
I did like that. About the
I did like Sentai was like the OVA goes with the movies, the TV show goes with the new files.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm very excited to watch more Pat Labor because I loved the OVA.
If you like Ghost in the Shell, you'll like these. They're like a warm up.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah. This was Oshi before Ghost in the Shell. I'm very excited about this. So, next up, the Big O, and I gotta tell you,
Bruce Wayne.
My first by the way, the Big O is like top 3 mecha shows for me of all time. I adore this series, and I was like when they started playing it, and I was in. You can even see it in our chat in the server. They started playing the Big O opening. I'm like, that's great, but what is there to improve on? Because the Sentai Filmworks release was pretty good, and then they were like, well. Thing is, the Sentai Filmworks release was encoded incorrectly and at the wrong frame rate, and I was like, "What?" And then they also were like, "Oh, we got a 5.1 audio mix with English dub for season 2," and I was like, "What?" So I am going to be rebuying Big O, and by I mean I already ordered it.
You guys talk about Big O for a sec. I'll be back quick. And mail came in.
So the thing is
always nuts about this show, isn't it? Soundout.
I love this show, right?
This show being so loved over here, but in Japan, they're like,
Yeah, in Japan it got canceled after 13 episodes, and they didn't make the back half of the show. And then it came out over here, and it was a hit, and Cartoon Network was like, hey, yo, can you make that back half of the show? And I'm so glad they did.
You guys want it? We were like, yes.
Yes, I love this show. If you've never seen it, please watch it. It is so freaking weird at the end, and everybody's talking like, oh, it has such a weird ending. I'm like, no, you watch it, and you sit with it, and you think about it, and you contemplate life. That's what you do with Big O. Very excited. And
especially if you're a writer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes. So the thing is with this show that I think that I'm happy about, it was funny, I kept making this joke, though. After all the Pat labor, I was like, oh, my God, they're raiding Sentai Filmworks' closet. Because like they had all the Pat labor and then Big O right after. I'm like, and it's funny because someone said, yeah, they're raiding. One of my friends that I was texting was like, they're raiding Sentai Filmworks' closet, but it's more like they're looking at the broken door and making the door better just to open the door and take their stuff. Because it's not just that they're like grabbing these licenses that expired; they're putting out better versions of them. Fixing issues I didn't even realize were issues. Yep. And so I'm very excited about this. J-Pocket says, the only thing the set won't have is the old opening because that's Damned to Hell by Freddie Mercury's estate. Yeah. That was the case with the Sentai release.
Flash Gordon.
The only way you're going to get that original opening is if you get the original Bandai Entertainment DVD.
Or watch Flash Gordon. I don't know.
Or you just watch Flash Gordon, yeah.
So Bruce Wayne, Mecha Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Mecha Bruce Wayne and Contemplations about the cycle of life. I love this show. Very excited about a new Blu-ray.
This is actually one of those series I actually always hear of but never watched because I think when I started watching it, Yeah, I think when I started watching Tomoe, it stopped airing or never aired for me.
I think it was
in
out of
my
cycle
area.
for you by that point.
Yeah,
Also,
by the
if you
time,
watch this as a kid and then you watch it as an adult, it's two different experiences.
Yep.
As a kid, you're like, "Oh my god, cool robot," and as an adult, you're like, "The fragility of life is what makes life worth living."
Isn't this? I think it was the case that it was so popular in they added commission season 2, was it?
Yeah, it was canceled in Japan, and
Yeah, I was
then
talking about that. Yep.
yeah, we were just talking about that. The Cartoon Network made season 2 happen. They threw money at Sunrise and like finish the show. The original opening for Big O, for context, is almost it is almost an exact ripoff of the Flash Gordon song,
Gordon. Yep.
which was done by Queen.
What I'm assuming it was so much close to the original that they got in trouble.
They got in trouble,
yeah. It was super close.
If you go listen to it, if
you go listen,
yeah,
my brain automatically puts in the Flash.
Yep.
Every time I hear the Big O theme.
Is it like how the Swamp Thing cartoon song is just they cover a Wild Things?
Basically, even more so. It's even more of a match. Also, the second opening was a take on UFO's theme, and so that also got into legal trouble too. It's like when homage goes too far.
Yep.
And so in 2007, the show got a new intro, and that's the one that was in the preview clip, and that's what I expect on the release. Anyways, fantastic show. Everybody should watch it. All right. Then we got Digimon the Movies Collection 3, which I was very excited about.
In that case, wow, I didn't expect this to come out so soon.
Yeah, so we're getting the front.
Coming, but not this quick. Yeah, exactly.
I think this is why they jumped Frontier ahead.
So you can get this movie out.
So that this movie could come out close to the Frontier series. We're also jumping ahead. We're getting the Digimon Sabers movie for the first time, and we're getting the Digimon X Evolution special for the first time. And
also first time I think it's been on home. I don't.
Yeah, X Evolution apparently never went on home video in Japan.
Hence why all the footage, every time you see footage of the movie, is always like TV quality.
Because it was like
TV
they
quality.
streamed it once and that was it. At most,
yeah.
They also Mark did say on his social media
because
they wanted to dub Sabers Next Evolution, but it wasn't in the cards.
I think it was just Toei said no, probably.
Either Toei said no, or Toei did not have the materials available for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have any original masters for X Evolution.
Probably, yeah. Probably both, because you kind of need like the raw audio.
Yeah.
Audio, you want to dub it.
And they kind of nuked everything for Sabers. It's never had a Blu-ray. This is the first ever Blu-ray anything for Sabers outside of Germany. So, yeah. But at least they tried. They tried to do dubs.
Yeah. I won't be surprised for Frontier. They might redub Michael Rios.
It does say restored English dub, which is the exact phrase they used on Movie Collection 2.
Yeah, because in the TV area, I own the Lost Digimon. It was Mike Winberg as Takuya instead of Michael Rios in the show.
And they got him back to do all that other dubbing for the other movies.
So yeah. He was like the only one that was recast with the Frontier cast. So like that was a super easy one.
I do love how they never acknowledge those things. They never acknowledge the redubbing.
I personally think they behind closed door, don't look Toei scenario like that. That's my theory, at least.
That's my theory too. All right. Next up, we got Kamen Rider Super 1, which is the last Showa-era Kamen Rider series that Discotek could get the rights to release on Blu-ray.
Oh, really? So this is the last? They couldn't get Z-Cross?
Z-Cross is not a TV show, so it's a special.
Oh, yeah, because that would be that would be a separate thing. Sadly,
there was a specials collection in Japan, and maybe that's where they'll include this, the Stronger special, and the Sky Rider special. Like, if they could do Z-Cross, Stronger, and Sky Rider's TV specials all together, that would be great.
No, it just they're probably FC Rider also.
Yeah. And also, Original Rider is still kind of in a weird spot where it left Tokusatsu, but now it's on Toei Tokusatsu World, so...
Thanks, Toei, for ruining my sub feed. I had to unsubscribe to save my sub feed.
They're like, here, 98 episodes of a TV show all at once. No warning.
Yeah, it's like, God, my feed destroyed.
Yep. This is Japanese-English subtitles, never before released on physical media in HD, because it is streaming in Japan in HD like Sky Rider, but this is the first physical release anywhere in the world. So, do not expect an interview with the actor. He is on the run from the Yakuza and the government.
Yep. Okay, so this is the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
So,
it probably will be a region A-lock like most of the Discotek Blu-rays.
Do you have to put up all the writer stuff they've done?
No, but they've done.
What's it? Well,
They've
so
done
what do you think is
everything
next?
from V3 onward, except for the TV specials and movies.
So what do you think is next? Besides, of course, the movies and special. What do you think will be next? Or do you think this is it for writer for them?
I think it's it for them for a bit. If they can't get the movies and specials, like, I just don't know what's going on with writer because it's like, do they have the option to grab Heisei shows or not?
Heisei.
I don't know.
You know, because I know that's a big discussion of what's going on with Shout and writer in terms of the home media side. So we just have to see what's gonna happen in the future.
So we'll see what happens. But they also, people were like, "Oh, there wasn't any other Tokusatsu announcements." They take the longest to make. They take the longest to make because they have no pre-existing material to work off of.
I also imagine Approval Land is strong on those ones.
Why can't Region B get any Toku releases? Ask Toei.
That's Toei. That's up to them. Toei's always the parent company's always the one responsible for stuff like that.
Yep. All right, moving on. Penguin Drum. Anybody got anything on this?
You know this one, Kels? I don't
Penguin Drum? Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is a cute one.
I never heard this one. This one's niche for me, surprisingly.
Growing up, I heard a lot about this like the mid 2000s, but I never watched it though. I know a lot of people are super fans of it.
That's great to see here.
All right, Katsuhiro Omoto's Memories is coming to 4K, which did not make me happier. So,
yeah,
I got the Blu-ray.
That's an anthology, right?
Yeah, it's an anthology. I love it.
Is this like
It's like Robot Carnival, but a little more focused because it's one creator doing 3 different stories. So it's like 3 creative teams, but it's one original author for all 3 stories.
Okay.
I have not been the same since I've watched Magnetic Rose.
I need to watch because I love Robot Carnival.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested in watching this.
Memories. Anytime you get an anime anthology where you have shorter stories combined into an overall connecting theme on top of having like gorgeous animation and really like heartfelt storytelling in a short form, I eat that up like candy. It's like my favorite thing that anime films ever do, and Memories is one of the best. I think my favorite's still Robot Carnival, but like Memories is up there. It's really, really good. And it's now getting a 4K release. All right, next up, Samurai Pizza Cats is coming to Blu-ray. And we're talking a full remastered HD version. Yeah. Apparently, it wasn't done by Discotek, but by Tatsunoko. And they actually went back and restored all of the North American specific edits and title cards and signs and all the stuff that Discotek did for Digimon. The Tatsunoko did for Pizza Cats.
Tatsunoko did it themselves. Damn.
Yeah.
and probably look better because they have the source. Yep. Probably.
And so they did that. Apparently, they did all that, and then Discotek was mostly just doing stuff. Also, Samurai Pizza Cats has been picked up for streaming by Shout, and Discotek was surprised when Shout had announced that they got the streaming rights. Because like Discotek was like, wait, we're working on a disc right now. What's going on?
I wonder that's why the game's been MIA. Maybe they're waiting for this big giant Pizza Cat.
Yeah.
Samurai Pizza Cat's like celebration.
I think they want to have like the show hit streaming and the game come out about the same time.
I think because especially that the fact that this is Tatsunoko Evolve. Like, because Toei has involvement with the Digimon releases. This is like straight up like actual parent company helping out with this release.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of TMS being the ones to dub the Lupin stuff. So even if it debuts on a Discotek Blu-ray,
about this show,
I actually won't be surprised. If Lupin ever gets done by Discotek, they might move on to Detective Conan then, because TMS has been doing all the new dub, doing the new dub stuff for Detective Conan. So I won't be surprised that might be next after. Because how much Lupin's left? How much Lupin is
3
left?
3 TV special collections and like 4 movies.
So like
live action stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so like I won't be surprised if Detective Conan is their next like big franchise after Lupin's all 100% done.
I'm definitely picking this up because the last time I bought this was on DVD and I never got the Japanese version, so I'm probably gonna get both. Kels,
did you actually watch it growing up?
I did not.
My only thing is, me neither. Oddly enough, I caught so much anime and random TV shows. Never got to watch this one.
I think it was syndicated, right?
Yeah, I think I caught this. Because I didn't exist yet.
Do you know how I found out this show existed? the Saban Powerhouse comic magazine that had like
Yeah,
Masked
yeah.
Rider, Beetleborgs, Power Rangers, and Samurai Pizza Cats as the comics.
Was Samurai Pizza Cats under like the Fox like bought
No.
out? It wasn't.
No,
It
I
wasn't.
swear I thought.
If it was, I would have saw it.
I swear
it
I
was-
saw it air along with Power Rangers.
It might have,
as a
but
kid.
they did not retain the rights. But it was before Power Rangers. This came out before Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But it was still Saban. So, and so it was before, it wasn't aired on Fox Kids. It was on syndication. So the first time I actually watched it in full was the DVD. So, I love it though. It's great.
Have they
Alright.
released the Japanese version?
What was that?
Have they ever released the Japanese
Yeah,
version?
they
Yes,
did. They did a
they did.
DVD. They did a DVD of the dub, DVD of the Japanese, SD Blu-ray of the dub, and then now they're doing an HD of the dub, and then they're going to do an HD of the Japanese. So, I don't think we'll ever see Master Rider on Blu-ray because Toei wants that show locked away forever.
Oh, yeah, they want that lock.
Yep, they will not let that out of the vault. All right, next up, Infinite Rivius, right?
Infinite Revius.
There you go.
Is how they say it in the show. Lord of the Flies in Space. I marked for this show hard. You know why?
Is it a mecha anime?
Because it is a sci-fi anime
Sci-fi
with the
anime,
guy
okay.
who did the character designs with the Gundam Seed guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess-
Before Seed.
I'm looking.
I
I'm looking at
watched
the
the
footage.
opening
Yeah,
and I was
no.
like, "This looks like Seed." And okay, yeah.
love the soundtrack in this show. It's like Samurai Champloo before Champloo with a lot of the hip hop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well, it's coming out in a Japanese 5.1 audio mix plus the English dub, all 26 episodes in HD. All right, next up, we got
What was?
Argento Soma.
Argento Soma. Yep.
It's a Frankenstein allegory.
Yep.
Oh, it's
You
made
like
for you.
mecha with your Frankenstein?
Oh, so you're selling it to Sam
I
even
do
more.
like both of those things, yes.
You'll like it, I think. Yes.
Yeah. 26 episodes on SD Blu-ray. All right, next up, a couple more Pinky films. We got New Female Prisoner Scorpion
Yes.
701 and the following film, New Female Prisoner Scorpion Cell Block X.
Wheels actually knows these movies, and he was like, "I
Of course
want
he
to."
does.
Yeah, of course he would.
They look fun though. I mean, if you like the Pinky films of Toei,
like
I'm wondering
your
when they're going to
Pinky
bring
ones,
over
yeah.
the Pinky films that Hiroshi Miyauchi was in before he was in Kamen
Okay.
Rider.
Is Pinky? Because I'm not familiar with this stuff. Is Pinky films another word to say Java
Like,
or no?
like exploit.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound out like
Okay. Because I might
I
hear
always
that. I think it's-
associate they're called Pinky films because you see nipples.
Yeah, that's what I think. Is this job? Is
like
this like
exploitation, like Grindhouse a little bit.
Little
okay?
Grindhouse,
So I
yeah.
hear the term Pinky film. I go like, is this like softcore Java films?
Kinda. All right, moving on. Next up. Okay, so I've never been sold so hard on a show than I have for Roswell Conspiracies, Aliens, Myths,
Oh,
and
dude,
Legends. I have
I
never
actually
heard of this
watched
show,
that.
but they played the opening and I bought it.
it's cool.
Yeah,
it is
eventually,
cool.
we haven't got a cartoon. We haven't seen them do a cartoon in a bit, so it's cool to see them.
I
announce
actually
another
saw
cartoon.
this a little bit growing up, but not
This
enough.
would,
So,
this looks like it's around. This looks like I don't know. I get like this looks like the same era as like Mummies Alive or like
yeah, it's
Yeah.
that era.
Or,
Godzilla, cartoon,
or-
Mummies
or
Alive,
the Man in Black or Sherlock Holmes in the 21st was it
This
31st
apparently
century?
was a Fox Kids show for some people.
Yeah, no,
it-
when I looked it
looks
up,
like,
I looked it
yeah.
up. It's not officially a Fox Kids show. Everybody says it aired after Digimon. It did, but it wasn't officially part of the Fox Kids block. It was just on the
You know what?
Fox Family channel.
Yeah, but actually, yeah, I like the style of this show. It looks very like pulp hero stuff like that.
No,
here.
yeah, no, it's great.
Mhm.
It's underrated.
I'm very much
What I
looking
saw.
forward to watching it. It's on Tubi if anybody wants to see it. I looked it up. It's on Tubi. It is mastered from the best surviving materials, and they made sure to pay careful attention to the episode order so it's in the proper order.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, the clip they showed just like sold me on it. I was like, that looks freaking awesome. Like it just is everything I liked at once. I was like, I'm doing
I
it.
say this feels like it. I'm looking at the intro. This feels like a type of show you
Yep.
you will like, especially.
I was ordering 4 other Discotek Blu-rays, and I was like, yeah, that's another $36. This is not financial advice for me.
It does have that like something about like the 1998, 1999 like action cartoon era of shows that have this unique style that I
Mhm.
adore. Like that almost like the hardened black ink shading almost
Yeah.
style. Like I adore that style. Like this is like extreme Ghostbusters and such.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Outlanders. Anybody?
Dude,
What?
Oh,
I am so hyped to see this.
This what the art style reminds me of Rumiko, the
It's-
manga Rama.
It's
Rama.
Joji Manabe. Joji Manabe, who I will text sound out a manga he did that I probably can't talk too much about, but what we love.
Is it 18 plus?
Yeah.
Is it like how I don't
So-
ever talk about the plot of Lady Death?
I text you the name of the specific manga.
Okay.
I'm looking at like the footage and the art on the Blu-ray. It's
Oh.
gonna be like
Yeah. Okay.
He's the same guy. He's the same guy who did that one.
it really is giving me a vibe of like the space Usurasaha and mixed with like she's fighting with the Zentradi from across. Almost,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
at it.
It's a funny one.
Plus, it's got 2 English dubs.
Yes, for some reason.
Yep. All right, and then wrapping this out, here's the October pre-orders, which is just wallet decimating. It got Digimon Frontier, English dub, Big O, Lupin Part 3, Toradora, Marura Penguin Drum, Commodore Super 1, New Female Prisoner Scorpion 701, Roswell Conspiracies, and Outlanders. Everybody wondering, you're going to get a video from me that's Digimon Frontier, Big O, Lupin the Third, Commodore Super 1, and Roswell Conspiracies, because frickin' that's all the shit I love. All at once.
I think for me, I think for what I can get, because I still did get the Tamer one. It just, I think Frontiers still have the same price, which is still like a at least
Yeah.
a show I really like. But I definitely get Frontiers, Toradora, and probably Big O. So because I still actually watch Big O.
Also, they were talking about retailers carrying their stuff because apparently Crunchyroll will not be carrying their stuff with their store changes, which, you know, we kind of figured that out.
Because it's like MeOCD, Amazon, and what was
Diabolic
and
DVD.
Diabolic DVD.
I love Diabolic DVD. I know they were offering Tamers as a lower pre-order price than anybody else. So
I need a because I ordered from MeOCD when I bought Collection 2. How's Diabolic DVD?
Diabolic DVD is so good because they wrap everything in bubble wrap. They put them in proper size boxes. They show up. I don't know exactly where Diabolic is located, but it's always funny to me because it comes from the name of the guy that owns the company, and so it's like a personal package almost. And sometimes it throws me off because I'm like, who is this person? And then I open it, it's like a Arrow Video Mortal Kombat Blu-ray. I'm like, oh right, it's Diabolic.
How's their how they do their pre-orders? Is it upfront or is it?
They do upfront payment, yeah.
Okay.
But they have a pretty good free shipping options as well. So, and they just added a new loyalty program recently. So
yeah, because
they're doing a free shipping if you order 3 regularly priced items, and you'll get a $6 credit to discount, and then they have a flat rate $6 shipping charge on orders in the U.S. And then now they have a thing where you get points for every $1 you spend, you get a point. So
yeah,
MediaOCD has a point system too, but yeah,
I need a. Yeah, because I'm looking at this. Tamer says 54, which is still, well, at least that's better than like I think 80 I saw other places.
and MediaOCD is doing 72, I think.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So 84 is like it's gotta be I guess
54 is a lot
eventually.
better.
Yeah. Because so Frontiers is pre-orders October or comes out October?
Comes out October. It's up for pre-order now.
I didn't see it unless it's sold out. I always
it's not on Diabolic yet.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah, it's going to take a few days to get on Diabolic and Amazon and everything. I think they just they launched the pre-orders on MediaOCD on Saturday and crashed the site. So that's good that demand's high.
How much is Tamers on the Amazon? Did they price match it or is it
no idea.
The list price?
Let me switch screens. So on MediaOCD...
Oh yeah, Tamers is 80.
Yeah. Because Amazon hasn't lowered it off list price yet. Big O is 50 list price.
50 list price? Damn, that's cheap. That's actually cheap.
Roswell's 40 list price. So yeah. Also, MediaOCD store is now carrying Sentai Filmworks titles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're definitely out of this batch. Of the ones I do have like full interest in, it's Frontiers, Big O, Toradora, and honestly, that Roswell's comparison looks really cool.
It's so cool. say I'll be reviewing a big chunk of October because like they're going hard, and they got more to come in the future. So, all right, let's do comic news because a lot of this is collected edition. Actually, all of this is collected edition, so it should be pretty straightforward. Sonic IDW Collection Hardcover Volume 7 comes out in March, collecting issues 57 to 68, the 900th Adventure, Endless Summer, and Halloween specials, and it has Amy on the cover.
Finally, nice to get Amy finally. Also, because I was wondering where they're gonna fit those one shots because there was a lot of one shots during 2024.
Because like Endless Summer was one shots for a bunch of series, right?
Yeah,
multiple series had Endless Summer.
And 900, the 900 Adventure was practically the annual for that year. So
I'm glad to see that. They're still leaving out the stuff that's in the classic art style because I still think that's going to be a separate hardcover at some point.
I'm thinking they're gonna collective filing now because
that 35th anniversary special felt like a finale.
Yeah, it felt like a collusion of all those. Yes, I feel like they're gonna finally do.
It should be all the 30th anniversary specials plus the 35th plus
Fang.
the Fang
and Fang. Yeah.
That page count wise, it will fill out a whole hardcover.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're been waiting for is to fill everything out.
All right, DC catalog update. Oh, browser froze.
We have a lot because DC just can't stop chugging.
Yep. So some of these I'm just going to touch and go because again we're on a time limit today because I want dinner. But Absolute Catwoman is not listed as a Volume 1. That's not surprising.
I figured it was going to be a miniseries.
Yep. But it does contain the Absolute Cassandra Cain one shot.
So that's not going to be like that's not going to be Orphan.
Absolute Green Arrow is, of course, listed as Volume 1 because it's extended past issue 6. Superman Father Tomorrow, Siren's Love Hurts, Clayface Celebrity Dirt, the paperback Catwoman, Fury of Firestorm is only listed as Fury of Firestorm as a 6-issue series. So
I'm not surprised. That kind of felt like a miniseries. No, wait, because I thought there was a 7-issue I saw in League of Comic Geeks for Firestorm.
Let me go check because I want to double check.
Double check because I swore I saw issue 7 for Firestorm.
Let's see.
Because I mean, if it's the case, they probably got the number wrong in this listing at the very least.
Fury Firestorm. Yep, there is an issue 7 in October. So
it's either that is ongoing or they got the wrong number on the collection.
They might have forgot the wrong number or something. Yeah, maybe also the title they might be retitling it like they did Aquaman.
Yeah, because it's one of the way how the series is. It definitely felt like it's a mini series, but like it could also be like Aquaman, where it be renamed after the current. All
right,
arc.
Zatanna Volume 1 with issues 1 to 6, Absolute Green Arrow paperback, Sonic, DC Sonic Metal Legion.
Sonic Metal Legion.
Yep. Batwoman Volume 1, issue 1 to 6. Deathstroke Volume 1, 1 to 6. Lobo Volume 1, 1 to 6. All right, moving on. All right, Batgirl Year 1 Deluxe Edition is getting a reprint in 2027, which has got Batgirl Year 1, 1 to 5, whatever it was. It was a miniseries. We've got Absolute Batman Volume 4. We got Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 4. We got 100 Bullets First Shot Last Call DC Compact Edition. Superman Kingdom of Zod, which is the big crossover, and that's a 368-pager. So I think they're putting it all.
Yeah, because it includes not only all the parts, but also the Action Comics lead-in story. Perfect. It's kind of insane. We got this decision before the Reign of Superboy's trades yet. It's weird.
It's funny how that happened with Green Lantern as well. Like we got a crossover.
I think that happened with House of Brainiac, where I think that got pushed ahead in the normal volumes. I want to say for.
I still wonder if Sinister Son's ever going to get a trade.
Wait, that's never got a trade?
Never. I think about it every once in a while when Zod stuff comes up. They did a whole Sinister Sons thing. They made a big deal out of it. They had a lead-in story in Action Comics. Lead-in story in Green Lantern. And then the only thing that's ever been collected is the Green Lantern lead-in stories that were thrown in to fill out a Green Lantern trade. And the actual, 6-issue series of Sinister Sons has never hit trade paperback.
That's so weird. It got lost.
It got lost, yeah. Nice House by the Sea Volume 2. And The Dead Man is also listed as just a single trade, which wouldn't surprise me.
That one, I'm not surprised.
I think that was announced as a miniseries.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to be a miniseries. Yeah. It felt like it was just going to be a miniseries.
New History of the DC Universe is getting a paperback edition, even though you can get the hardcover on super sale a lot of places. Batman Gotham: A Gaslighted Lead for Justice, paperback edition. All right, moving on. get more exciting. So I don't have the solicitation for the Batgirl Cassandra Cain omnibus yet. Because
which I mean, first off, woo!
Yeah, we finally did it. 2 years of it being number one on the poll, and we finally got a Cassandra Cain omnibus. But we are getting the Batgirl Silent Night DC Finest, which is the volume prior to the one we got. So it has...
Oh, nice. So we will pretty much get everything in that Omni
between the two
Finest.
Yep.
So that's actually nice. So
this is going to have Batgirl 1 to 6 and the first annual, since the previous volume you got started with 7. This will have her early appearances in No Man's Land, plus the appearances of Helena as Batgirl, plus the Ghost and Batgirl crossover, which is actually a cross-company crossover with Dark Horse, and that's being included in both the Finest and the Omnibus. And I think that's why they synced those up. Yeah, they got the sub-license again for Ghost Batgirl, which is great, and they're putting it in 2 formats at the same time, which I think is probably intentional.
Yeah. I haven't read my Cassandra Finest, but I actually might wait now to get this because I want to read in order.
I kind of do that. That's why I have like a whole bunch of unread Silver Surfer epics, because I really want to, like, I've read it so sporadically over the years that now I just want to read it in order. I'm just like waiting.
Yeah, it's probably why they did that chunk first in this, because they wanted to get that Ghost crossover, I guess.
I think so.
In here.
All right, DC Finest Romance Escape from Loneliness is probably the most insane announcement, because they've been doing the genre collections, but romance actually ranked pretty high in the poll, and I'm just kind of tickled by the fact that we're going to get Falling in Love 58 to 61, Girls Romances 91 to 94, Girls Love Stories 94 to 97, Heartthrobs 83 to 85, and Secret Hearts 86 to 89. These are insane stories.
I love the cover. It's just a panel from a comic.
Yes.
Or made from a cover. It's, I never heard of this stuff, so like it's interesting. This is like
they used to have a ton of romance comics. Lois Lane was the most popular and longest running, but her stuff. The Lois Lane comic is honestly like these are almost spin-offs of Lois Lane in terms of style.
If they do the Lois one, that one will get.
I mean, they have already put out some of it. It was in Superman Family.
I need to get those.
Superman Family was Lois and Jimmy.
Yep, I need to see Jimmy's Adventure with Worms context.
We got Superman by Grant Morrison, Book 1, which is a paperback of Action Comics 1 to 11. So that's roughly the first half of the Omni. It's a thin Omni. This is weird.
This is New 52, right?
Yeah. This was when Grant Morrison was doing something completely different from what everybody else was doing with Superman. And that first arc is them taking Superman back to Golden Age roots.
Because I don't like New 52. I don't like New 52 Superman, but like
it's the one part of New 52 Superman I own in an omnibus.
Yeah, so like this is the case where like I'm interested in it because I'm just gonna act like I'm reading this Grant Morrison Superman and Superman written by Grant Morrison scenario like that because like I heavily dislike New 52 Superman.
Yeah, like you'll never see me buy. I have Superman on Unchained because that's Jim Lee and Scott Snyder was pretty good, but Superman by Grant Morrison I got because it's Superman by Grant Morrison. The thing is about this is that this is issues 10 to 18 and the annual for this omnibus. And this book here is issues 1 to 11. But that's because Action Comics got double length, and so there was backup stories included. So
were those backup stories in the Omni or no? Because I know something they're weird about.
They actually are.
Good.
So even though they're not written... That's the thing about this book. This is kind of like an Action Comics Volume 1 for New 52 that they just put the Grant Morrison name on, because if they put Superman Action Comics New 52 Omnibus, nobody'd buy it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this. Yeah. So this has 336 pages, and that's the halfway point in this omnibus. This omnibus is 668 pages.
So what you're saying these are a better deal, especially when you can get them on like sale.
If you can get them on super sale, off cover price, no. Because this is a $75 Omni, and if you bought both paperbacks at $40 each, that's $80. You spent more than the Omni. But if you get them on sale,
trade, if you get them like an in-stock trade,
trades. But then again, I also only paid like $35 for this omnibus because I stacked it on the Target sale. It being only $75 helps you, like, you can get a discount on it. So I would say compare and contrast if you want this era. Because there's sometimes that happens. Like the Grant Morrison Batman omnibuses, I think that the paperbacks are priced too high, because most times you can get the Grant Morrison Batman omnis for like $40.
Oh yeah,
instead of
really,
two big
'cause
trades.
I'm
So-
I'm not in no rush to get this era. So if you see, I'm probably interested in like maybe the Omnium's like super sale.
Yeah,
on
I
that
would
one,
say
maybe.
almost it's a little bit easier because it's such a thin Omni. It's not one of your beefier ones, so it's not a hard read either. But anyways, moving on. Superman Panic in the Sky 2027 edition. This one's funny to me for a couple reasons. One, it's a Triangle era crossover. Two, it's not well received. Three, I think there was I don't think it's in this solicitation. There was another solicitation saying that this was inspiring Man of Tomorrow, even though Gunn said it's not.
It explains all the characters.
But it kind of makes sense because Guy Gardner's here, Supergirl's here, Maxima's here in this story, and Maxima's rumored for the movie. So I'm like, Gunn said it's not inspired by Panic in the Sky, but I'm kind of wondering if it is. If
So how many? So will this double up if they do Triangle?
Yes.
If they do more Triangle eras.
I already own this in Triangle Omni. This is right before.
Okay,
death, so.
Okay. Oh wait, this is right before death. Okay, then yeah. I'm not gonna get
the Triangle Omni 2's cover is from Panic in the Sky.
Okay, so I'm probably not gonna pick up this then
Yeah.
if Finance is gonna eventually get to this stuff.
Yep. So then, no, Veloquence, you didn't miss the Spider-Man. Well, I talked about non-spoiler thoughts. Thought the movie's great. We're talking about spoilers at the end. We just got to get through the rest of this news. So this will double up with Triangle stuff. All right, moving on. Next tab. Animal Man by Jamie Delano and Steve Pugh omnibus almost made me go buy the Rick Veek omnibus.
So is this what's the so
Morrison was 1 to 26. No, it's Tom Veek. Tom Veek comes in for 27 to 50. Jamie Delano is 51 to 79. There's only 10 issues left of original Animal Man. It's not an omnibus now. That's amazing.
I'm curious how they're gonna get those 10 issues then.
Deluxe edition is my guess.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a deluxe edition of that last chunk. That's my guess because we're really close. I'm hoping they continue the compendiums.
Yeah, but I kind of hope they do the compendium because I want them to match my Morrison.
Yeah.
The Morrison.
The only reason I didn't go buy the other omnis because I'm like, I bought the compendium. I want more of the compendiums, but I think they're kind of trying to get through all of it in Omni first, and then.
So I know they're releasing the Morrison stuff in separate trade, like cheaper trades from the compendium.
Just one. I think it's just the first arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just do those for bookshops mostly.
Yeah.
Veloquence says, "Will we see Animal Man Finest?" I would say probably not because you can compendium all of them based on the Omnis, and that's going to be a better, easier collection than doing a year by year. Since Animal Man doesn't really do anything else outside of his main run at this time. If we got an Animal Man Finest, it would be stuff before or after. But the Vertigo run, I mean, the fact is, we've only ever had those first 26 issues reprinted for the longest time. For like the last 20 years, they only just reprint the first 26. So the fact we're now up to 79 is insane. All right, Hellblazer by Garth Ennis is getting a compact edition.
Which surprisingly,
I'm just 50.
Which surprisingly, I don't like Garth Ennis work. This is some of his best work, honestly, because it's like how I don't like Mark Miller, but yet he writes good Superman. It's one of those things. You get a writer and a character, and it works somehow.
Yep. Oh, Catwoman Win in Rome made so much splash on Reddit. Because Catwoman Win in Rome by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, if you want to buy this book outside of this compact edition, the only place you can get it affordably is in the Batman by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale omnibus. The regular trade's been out of print for years. The deluxe edition's been reprinted out of years. This is the first standalone printing of this book in a long time. And so people are losing their minds over it.
Is this connected to Long Halloween,
Yes.
I'm assuming? Because it's Jeff Loeb and stuff like that?
Yep, it's a Long Halloween spinoff about Catwoman.
Okay.
I bought the Long Halloween omnibus. I bought the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale omnibus because I was like, well, I don't really want to own separate books for Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and Catwoman Win in Rome. Not even realizing that like the Catwoman Win in Rome deluxe edition is like going for like stupid money on eBay. So this is great because now we got it in compact.
So, yeah, because I still pick up the Long Halloween compacts. I'll probably buy this alongside that. There's a nice duology kind of thing.
I hope they do Dark Victory in compact because I like Dark Victory because it introduces Robin, and I like Robin. So.
I need to remind myself, Long Halloween is not main Earth, surprisingly.
Right. It's not canon. It's not main
Which
canon.
is it's one of the few times where like one of the big Batman books is they didn't force it to canon, like Joe.
It's because it really just kind of clashes with continuity too much. All right, next up. Batman by Doug Minch Omnibus Volume 1, which, by golly, I thought for a second about buying this. This is Batman 360 to 381, Detective Comics 527 to 547. I checked the contents. 90% of this book has never been reprinted before.
Like 90? Wow.
90% of it has never been reprinted before. It's the stuff that got lost between Neil Adams and Post-Crisis, right? So, if you're wondering, if you've been doing DC Finest, the second Omni of this would be about 60% overlapped with the Red Skies Finest. That's why I'm not buying this, because I want to stick to the Finest for Batman. But I'm really freaking tempted, because this is actually the debut of Jason Todd. This is like, I really like Doug Minch on Batman. Like,
would this be the case of if it goes on like super sale? Then maybe.
If In Stock Trades throws it 50% off, I don't think I could stop myself from buying it.
Yeah, because then you have like this one's 90% not been collected before.
Yeah, because this one's 125. So if like it was available for what's half off?
It'd be 75. It'd be like 75, like the other ones.
Yeah,
price.
Yeah, if it was 75. No, 62.50. Be 62.50.
Well, 62.50. Yeah.
If it's half off, if it's 62.50, I will buy it. If I can get it on a Target buy two get one and get it for $50, I'll buy it. Double dipping be damned. I like Doug Minch's Batman.
I mean, I forget. It's just this one's only 9% new, so it's not thankfully too much.
And also I don't have the other 10% because the other 10% that's been collected was like we threw an issue in this collection, we threw an issue in this collection. It's never been comprehensive before. We've never had these issues together like this. You know what I mean? Like, because they used to do, like, the greatest Batman stories ever told. That's where the stuff that has been collected was only in those greatest of collections and nothing else. So, all right.
Oh, God. Slight news update. A lot of the new figure arts are on BBTS right now. Motoko is surprisingly only $89.99. I'm actually more surprised it's not more for her. Shanks, how much is Shanks? Oh, also $89.99. That's not bad. Also they're doing re-releases of Sanji and Usopp.
Oh, and Broly.
And Broly, because hold on, let me double check. So, because Usopp is $74.99 and Sanji is 70. Also, 70. Are they cheaper now?
They are cheaper now. Yeah, they were 90 each.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank God I didn't buy those when they first came out.
Fuchikoma's 150. I'm gonna wait on that. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Robot Spears is always expensive.
Sorry, guys. I'm ordering my Shanks and Motoko because I'll forget, and then I won't order them, and then I'll regret it.
Let's see.
Can I get that Motoko?
I pre-ordered the 30-minute model kits of Makoto and the Fujikoma, so I think I'm gonna stick with those ones for now.
Yeah, Kaos, it's the one based on the new anime figure art.
I definitely want that.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Sanji and Usopp releases because I do.
Oh, Veloquence, it stopped 7 issues short of Red Skies? Oh, I should do my math better. Because I think you're right.
Sound bad at math.
I'm also very tired. I want everybody to know. I made like a week's worth of videos in 3 days. Yeah. Let's see. This one goes up to... Yeah, you're right. It's Batman 388 is where Red Skies starts. And this ends at Batman 381. Dang.
Now you wanted more.
Now I kind of want to... No, I don't want to say I want to buy these and ditch the Finest, but... we'll see. This is on my list of I'm going to wait and see
I forget. Is Red Skies the only pre-Crisis book you have?
I have the Golden Age one.
In terms of like at least of that Bronze Age, you know.
It's the only Bronze Age Batman I have currently, but there's 2 more coming out that I'm probably gonna get. I like Batman after the Silver Age. Like I don't want to buy Silver Age Batman. I got the Golden Age Batman kind of on a whim. You know what I mean? Like I kind of got it on a whim. Oh, Logic Blaster sent a $10 super chat saying, "Love your channel, Soundout12. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for the support.
Thank you so much, Logic Blaster."
All right, let's get to this because we are running out of time. All right, Batgirl Year One is getting a compact edition as well. In addition to
I guess Yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should get the looks. So I was like, well, I'm getting this one.
Yeah. Batman and the Mad Monk, which is the second Matt Wagner series, is getting a new reprint. The first one just got reprinted recently. Plastic Man No More is getting a paperback. That happened so long ago. I think they kind of forgot.
This was 2024 Black Label.
Yeah, they forgot that they didn't do a paperback, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess. Like Sinister Sons.
Like Sinister Sons. We should start pressuring DC for Sinister Sons. All right. Let's see.
Their collections of the modern stuff is kind of maddening, I tell you.
Yep. Warlord's available for $40.
Cheaper in some places.
And even cheaper in some places. Warlord 1-36 and the first issue special number 8, which is actually the first issue of Warlord.
So is this like half the first Omni?
It's half the first Omni. I checked. The first Omni goes to 50, so it's actually a little bit more than half of the first.
Also, like, I mean, I was thinking of getting Omni, but like, you know, I'm mostly like I'm collecting finest, so like,
I cannot recommend this book enough. Mike Grell writes and draws it. It's phenomenal. It's your sword and sorcery. It's your barbarian action. It's just artwork's beautiful. Stories are great.
If you like He-Man, you'll like this.
Yeah, literally. There's a lady that turns into a cat. It's awesome. I love Warlord. So very, very excited. We have more Warlord news in a minute, actually. Hitman's also getting a finest, which is actually surprising.
I'm interested in checking this out. Like, Hitman's like the only other Garth Ennis thing I'm interested in, because I don't know, because Hitman's like, I like his character for what I've seen of him.
This includes his debut in the Demon Annual 2 and 42-45 and 52-54, Batman Chronicles 4, Hitman 1-14, and pages from JLA 5. So, yeah, that's actually pretty cool they're doing that. All right, this is fun. There's a DC Finest Superman family, the Stray Superdog. We were kind of wondering what was going to go on with the Superman family line, because the first one they put out was half Jimmy Olsen and half Lois Lane issues. But eventually, Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen's books would get canceled and merged into one book called Superman Family. And that's what we got here. This is the final volume that includes Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane. It's Jimmy Olsen 163, Lois Lane 136, and then stories from Superman Action Comics and Superman Family, because Superman Family was DC Implosion, a bunch of stuff was getting canceled. That's history for another day. But they were just kind of reprinting stuff, adding new stories sporadically here and there. So this is like a crazy grab bag collection, but absolutely the way to read this if you ever want to read it, compared to trying to track down single issues.
Yep.
It's great. It's great. All right. Deathstroke Terminator by Marv Wolfman, Omnibus Volume 2. That's good. That continues it. Deathstroke 0, 26-60, Annual 3-4, New Teen Titans 122, and Dark Stars 32. And then lastly, for the catalog, this is not actually in the DC catalog. This is coming from a Kickstarter. There's a Kickstarter that's going on for one of Mike Grell's works, and one of the updates provided us some news about Warlord. So we know that we're getting Warlord Omnibus 2 at the end of this year. And Volume 3 is coming a year later, most likely, but it is coming. Warlord 3 is going to be even more special. So Mike Grell is writing and drawing one final story for the book, and a bunch of cool extras. Because DC had a problem with Volume 3 of Warlord. It's 100 to 150 pages shorter than the first two. And Mike Grell was insistent that they would not fold in the Bart Sears or other Warlord works that he was not a part of. So the challenge was to figure out how to fill those pages with only Grell stuff, and that's what would happen. And so Mike Grell is going to kind of put like a little coda, like a little ending piece, doing one more Warlord story to kind of cap off the 3-volume run. And that's incredible. I'm very excited.
That's super cool to see them revisit this world and write new content for it.
Yes. I think it's great. We've been doing this a lot lately. Rick Veitch finally got to do his Swamp Thing Jesus story. The unpublished Zombie Hanukkah special finally exists now because it's in the Milestone Compendium. The Joker Bronze Age Omnibus includes an issue of Joker that was never finished. The Swamp Thing Dark Genesis Omnibus has a Swamp Thing issue that was never finished. Like, we're getting from not just let's recollect the old stuff. It's like, hey, that kind of was a little open-ended. Let's get something to fill that in. Either something that was canceled or, in this case, something brand new. So I'm very excited. All right. That's it for comics for this week. We will be back in 2 weeks and probably have a ton more, because the catalog's still cataloging.
We'll see. We'll see if this could be another case of, oops, all comics special.
It'll probably be that in 2 weeks. All right, next up, entertainment. So Digimon...
Happy Odaiba Day late 2 days later edition, people.
Digimon Times came out on Saturday, and there wasn't a ton of news, but there was a significant ones. First of all,
I mean, some big news, honestly.
Yeah, it's just not like super detailed yet, but it's more like this is coming. So next year's the 30th anniversary for Digimon, and in 2027 we're going to be getting another Digimon anime. Phenomenal.
Thank God. I'm so happy we're not in the dark times. I'm so glad Beat Break wasn't a one-off or anything like that.
The fun part, though, is we're not getting it right after Beat Break. We're getting it a year from Beat Break's ending.
Which is good. I think it's good that it allows them to have some more time and stuff like that. I don't mind that.
Also, of no surprise, there's going to be a 30th anniversary LCD toy. Of course there is.
They were interesting because it sounds less like another, like, the Cosmic V-Pet. It sounds like it might be a new Digivice, like kind of like the X. Like
I would love to see something new and not just a rehash
yeah,
of the old
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Because it says like specifically Digivice project. It's like I don't think it was just another like here's a new V-Pet when some new Digimon in it like they've been doing. It sounds like it's something completely new, probably related to the Dirty Adventure, probably related to the new anime, honestly. Also,
now here's the interesting part: when Beat Break wraps up, they're not giving the time slot to Dragon Ball like we thought.
They're keeping it.
They're keeping it, and what's going to be airing is Digimon: The Best Adventure, which is going to be 11 episodes from Adventure, Adventure 02, Tamers, and Frontier. That's 44 episodes. Starting the week after Beat Break ends, they'll be airing those episodes. They will feature a new opening with a song by legendary Digimon musicians, and I 100% think this is why Frontier jumped the stack on the Blu-ray.
Okay, so I thought so it's totally like a because they used to do these back at the time, where it's a compilation. Okay, I know they're just re-airing.
They're airing 11 episodes, but with a new intro to tie it all together.
Yeah, I know it was a simple just the re-airing episode. I didn't know it was actually technically a brand new program.
Yep.
A program. Okay, that's actually cooler.
My guess is that because we know that Discotek told us that Toei asked for the remaster of the shows when they finished it.
They're using those,
and that's why they needed the Frontier one out first. Because they needed to have a Frontier remaster going, and that's
probably why. It's also probably why we don't have the sub ones yet, because they probably Toei probably wanted to debut those with this also maybe.
Plus everything syncs up with the movie collections now. Yep.
Also, I'm just gonna assume because it's the first 4 that it's like there's mostly some weird package deal with the first 4. Hence why you never see Sabers with them, because which makes sense because these were yearly back to back, so that would make sense why they're considered one show, quote unquote.
Yep, and the episodes were decided by a fan poll in Japan, so these are actually like I don't know if the fun part. The question I have is, are they going to air them like in 11 to 1, or are they going to air them in these are the episodes like chronologically? If the airing order is 11 to 1, it's going to be going 45, 35, 1, 52, 33, 20, 13, 39, 37, 21, 54.
Yeah, because I'm curious, because I imagine it's going to be
yes, Veloquence. Discotek announced Frontier on Blu-ray and Digimon Movie Collection 3 on Saturday.
Yeah, so I imagine this is going to be like, the first episode is going to be like the adventure episode, the next is going to be the 02 episode, and such like that.
Probably. We'll see how it goes.
I'm looking forward to see the opening.
The opening will be fun.
I'm actually curious if this is going to stream, honestly, anyway.
I would be surprised if it did.
Because like it's kind of this is like the equivalent of like new generation stars for Ultraman, I guess. So it's practically essentially we are getting sent kind of new content in this with the new opening and such. I think there's a good chance this might be streaming.
There's also a chance it doesn't, because like we've seen like with Ghost Game having like a special compilation episode that never streamed, right? Like so.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. There's a good chance.
Moving on though, because we're running out of time. There is going to be a Digimon Color Digimon Beat Break edition, which is going to have the Beat Break Digimon in it with a really cool painted design, which I think is awesome. They're definitely waiting till the show ends for that because they want to show off the Megas.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beat Break's final arc will start soon.
Next week.
August 9th.
Next episode. Yeah, next episode is starting. Happy birthday!
Hey, yeah, my birthday actually is next Sunday.
Of the best Digimon series. God,
and it's going to end with episode 49 on September 27th. So
I can't wait. I really can't wait to see what they do.
and then the soundtrack CD will be released September 30th, which is very nice because they have
Thank
been
God. I've
slacking.
been wanting.
They've been slacking on the soundtracks.
I've been wanting because God, Beat Breaks OC so good. I was
Yep.
like, when are they gonna release the OC?
I mean, they gave us one track on the single for the Evolution theme.
It's weird because they released Promise, the second Evolution theme, but it's only been available in that music video, and that's
Yeah.
it. Which is weird. I thought they released that as a single.
Also, I
but
don't
they
think
haven't.
we got a Ghost Game soundtrack. We didn't
We did,
get
but
Atmon's
Adventure
soundtrack.
or I don't think we got Adventure 2020.
We got Adventure
also,
2020.
Right?
We did.
It's okay, but it's missing tracks. As soon as it happens,
Yeah,
it kind of noisy.
It's missing
doesn't
a bunch
have
of
the-
tracks. You know which one never got a soundtrack, which surprised me?
Look, the Atmon. Yeah, I know that.
Not Atmon, but Try.
Well, yeah, Try. Yeah, all the Try rips is all just rips, never like
Yep.
full soundtracks.
All right, so Digimon is hype. We got to transition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh no, we need to talk about the elephant, elephant in the room.
We're gonna yap up a storm. I mean, not a storm because Storm didn't get announced, but
Yeah, well, you know why? With this news we're gonna talk about.
yes, we're gonna talk. We also are gonna be cooking DC a little bit. It's gonna be a roast for both. All right, we're gonna be roasting both. First of all, let's get to it. So, let's talk about the news. Actually, I'm gonna talk about Blade first. All right. So Kevin Feige at Comic-Con timeframe was asked about Blade, and he said he felt like a failure for not making it happen. And Mahershala Ali is currently using the sword training he did while waiting to do that movie for another movie about a guy with a sword with the director of that was one of the Blade directors, and he was asked about Blade again, and he had this quote that
Must
first
be really
of all,
tired of being asked that.
yep. First of all, it's not happening. Blade is done. There's no way it's happening. Because Kevin Feige was like, I'm a failure for not making it happen. And Mahershala Ali's like, I'm done. I ain't waiting around. Blade's not happening. But this quote that he had was the most damning quote I've ever seen against a studio. Ever. This was just solid, I hate this company. So, Mahershala, for context, they announced Blade in 2019.
My question, was that you saying that, or was it Marshall saying that?
Both can be true. In 2019, they had him on stage at Comic-Con saying they're going to make a Blade movie. They put a date on it. They hired a director. A whole bunch of creative differences kept happening, a bunch of bullshit. Long story. We'll get a documentary about it someday, I'm sure. But Mahershala Ali said, you had me under contract. They have billions of dollars. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. Is that not just a perfect summary, though? Like, right there?
Yeah, because
if they wanted to do the movie, they would have made it happen. They throw $100 million at RDJ. They throw out movies like Quantumania. There was no excuse to not make Blade. And I think this was like absolutely the most perfect quote to ever say. If they wanted to do the movie, we would have done the movie. Like there's no counter to that. There's no.
You think what
Marvel can't say anything in response.
Said you Sinners out.
Yeah. Especially with Sinners out, like there's a lot of discussion like why did Blade not happen, and there has been the conversation of did the movie scare Disney because of what themes and stories it was going to tackle, because you have an Oscar-winning actor coming in to do your movie.
I mean, especially Blade, because using Blade, everybody likes to say Blade simple because it's just dude fights vampires, and yes, that is Blade, but there is more to the character than that.
Yeah, but then also
part.
You had Kevin Feige saying really weird quotes like, well, we can't just have him be a guy fighting vampires. And it's like, yeah, you can. You're making it sound like it's so hard. Because apparently they have had these issues. At one point it was an early 1900s period piece. At one point it was all about his daughter. At one point it was this. At one point it was that. And it's like, you do just make a Blade movie and you throw in some good social commentary and you're set. You're solid. Right? So the fact they couldn't pull this off is a damning failure of Marvel Studios and Disney as a company. It was a layup.
I mean, see how like Falcon and Winter Soldier I talk about all the problems of people want to set Black Captain America, and none of those themes were in Brave New World.
Yep. Yep. Now, adding to this, same time frame, they canceled Wonder Man. Wonder Man had already been announced for a season 2. And then they up and canceled Wonder Man. What happened? I actually have a quote, and I think I lost it from the notes. Damn, I lost it from the notes.
Unlike say Moon Knight, because unlike say Moon Knight or some other ones that, maybe they'll get season 2, maybe who knows? They fully announced season 2 was happening on their social media and stuff like that.
As of 3 weeks ago, Ben Kingsley was talking about season 2 and what they were planning to do. I'm going to find this post. The showrunner, yeah, here we go, I found it. The thing was, everybody started going around speculating, like, oh, was it canceled because Destin Daniel Cretton's busy? I'm like, no, he's not the creative lead. It was a guest.
He was mostly a producer. He's the producer, right? Because he was working on Spider-Man.
So there was like a lot of like, what's the hell is going on? Why would they cancel a show that was well received, that didn't cost that much to make, and totally was a slam dunk to do a season 2? Well, the showrunner weighed in. Andrew Guest talked about this, and he said, I just want to say I've been listening. I appreciate you all, how you feel, and I just want to clear up what I can here. This is not a marketing stunt. There's no movie in the works, and Destin's schedule, no one's schedule, was an issue. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Destin Daniel Cretton, Cern Big Paisley, and I loved making the show, all felt passionately about continuing to do it, and were eager to. Contracts are signed, schedules were cleared, writer's room was supposed to start this month, production was supposed to begin early next year, and there was a decision made internally between Disney and Marvel that this didn't make sense for them, even though a few months ago it did. And that's essentially all I really know. Numbers aren't really shared with me. I have a theory, and I'm not alone in this theory, and it makes the most sense as to what happened. This has the unfortunate timing of Disney's getting rid of live-action Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, because
there is one Star Wars show that we're getting Ahsoka Season 2, which just got delayed till next year. And Ahsoka Season 2, after that, we have no Disney Star Wars shows announced for live action. For Marvel, we have Daredevil Season 3, which just wrapped filming, which is going to air next year. And Vision Quest, which is
this year, right?
Vision Quest is this year. There is no other live-action Disney Plus shows that have been announced except for Wonder Man Season 2. Now, here's the thing. They should have still made this show. There is absolutely no excuse to not make this show. It costs basically nothing for Disney to make.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like Wonder Man's powers were even that complicated. It's just him flying and like him, like,
yeah.
He didn't even do the energy effects, if I remember right. It was just rumblings, rumbles and earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that this is the short-sightedness of the company, not thinking that this was going to go over poorly, because it did. And the thing I will add is that the fact that this is something that everybody loved, they should have just gotten a season 2, and then it should have been the end, right? They let Daredevil get a 3rd season. Here's the thing. I think part of the reason they said that something changed between March and now, I think it was the Daredevil viewership numbers. Daredevil season 2 was a flop, viewership-wise. People loved it, but nobody watched it.
Season, right?
Yep. Yeah. And the thing was, season 1 was also a flop, ratings-wise, but they were like, well, it was kind of awkward and weird because of the whole production switch. They're like, well, maybe it'll be better for season 2, and it wasn't. And I think that's probably when they were like, because after Daredevil season 2 aired is when we heard Ahsoka was delayed, and we heard that Vision Quest was coming out in October, and then we heard that, Daredevil season 3 was still coming, but that was it. But the thing is I think that they're not doing any more live action shows, and their short-sighted nature said, nobody cares that much about Wonder Man. Even though...
It's the Black Man show. No one cares about that show, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is the problem. Whether racially intended or not, the racism scent is all over this news. And I gotta tell you that when you had this news come out and people are pissed, and then you have the Blade news come out and people are pissed.
Back to back.
And in typical Disney fashion, whenever they have a bad headline, they throw out a good headline to distract from it, and it didn't work this time because people were still talking about Blade. They said, quick, launch the White Woman. I am very happy that Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. That is one of my favorite X-Men characters, and this is phenomenal casting, top tier. Makes me way more excited for the movie. But absolutely the wrong timing to launch the White Queen casting when everyone's calling you racist for canceling Black-led projects.
That's the thing. Emma Frost is the Marvel white woman, and that's like,
Yes.
and that's not saying anything bad about her. That's the best part about Emma Frost, is she is the white woman. But timing is the most important thing here.
So I have a list of notes. I have a list of notes for
Because
everybody on this too.
because let's say, like, as many people have been talking about, it's getting really. This is becoming a pattern.
Yep,
Like
let's
a
talk about
bad
it.
pattern.
I wrote notes. All right, Sam Wilson's been sidelined, right? Even if ignoring the Avengers Doomsday situation where they brought Steve back immediately for no reason, they haven't done anything with Sam Wilson since his show, right? He did nothing between his movies, and then suddenly...
I doubt Anthony Mackie's harder to get than Chris Evans.
No, he's doing Peacock shows. He's got time.
Yeah.
Blade gets canceled, even though they announced a Ghost Rider movie is going to come together in 2 years, right? Armor Wars never happened, right? We were supposed to get Armor Wars as a TV show, then it became a movie, then it never happened, and we also haven't seen Rhodey since they freed him from being a Skrull captive.
Let's not forget, because I think I forget, what was it with Armor Wars? I heard that they might change to be Tony led in like the reboot.
I haven't heard anything
know.
about Armor Wars from a credible source. I think it's dead.
Yeah, that's the. I just think it didn't add help with it. But
all right, how about Monica Rambeau? Where's Monica Rambeau? She's a connection. She landed in the X-Men universe. Why is she not a central figure of Doomsday?
If those leaked scripts I hear are true, then yikes! If those things are true.
You guys think I've crashed out on stream to date? If anything that happens in those leaks is actually true with Monica, I'm going to be crashing out harder than you've ever seen me on a stream. All right? Ironheart. Yep, just dropped her like a rock. They binge dropped her show over 2 weeks, didn't give it any marketing whatsoever, and then never touched it again. The Okoye show never happened.
I know, totally not MCU, but let's never forget how they treated Moon Girl also.
Yep, Moon Girl got canceled and an episode got banned. Eyes of Wakanda was not promoted and just dropped. Secret Invasion was shit. I just took that as an offense to everybody because that show was god-awful and completely...
I mean, let's be honest, the way how they handle Fury and especially Rhodey...
Yeah, horrendous. Abysmal dog shit is what I call Secret Invasion.
Never again. They killed Maria Hill for no reason. Because we talked about the Halloween Dream Black Beetle, which is also big important, but let's not forget they haven't treated the women good.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add all the women on this, because where's Captain Marvel? Right? Also, who's Okoye Blader just says she's the leader of the Dora Milaje, and you put some respect on her name. So anyways, yeah, alright, let's keep going. Wonder Man was canceled after it was renewed. Namor's been whitewashed for Doomsday. Shang-Chi 2 has not happened, even though that was a successful movie. And they keep saying it's going to happen, but it's been 5 years. And he never showed up in anything else since. Let's pull back for the Disney company. They canceled the Tiana series, but still made it Moana 2 out of a Moana series. Why could you pull it off for one but not the other? Let's also talk about another thing Disney did. Hey, you know how Mahershala Ali sat for 7 years wasting his career and some of his best years waiting for Disney to figure out how to make a Blade movie? They did the same thing to Ncuti Gatwa, and that's why he left Doctor Who, giving us the worst Doctor Who episode of all time.
I mean, with the Tiana
Ryan Coogler cannot be holding up the entirety of black characters in the MCU on his shoulders. He's got big shoulders, but they're not that big.
Let's also face it, as much as I love Ryan Coogler, I don't think we're going to get his Sinners level because he probably is not allowed to go to the Sinners level.
Exactly.
One thing about Sinners is the fact that you could tell that movie is made by a black man, made for black people. That
understands the world, too. Also, adding to it, we've been trying to figure it out. We've been calling, for years, people call DC Discrimination Comics, and the fandom has decided they can retire that name for a bit because they are actually doing good to support their black characters. We've been trying to figure out what is the slander name for Marvel in this situation. Hellfire came up with marvelously good at Discrimination Comics, but when I told my mom about the Blade news and the Wonder Man news, she came up with the best name I have heard to date, and I'm ready to launch it for you all here. My mom came up with, it's the MCU, the Marvel Caucasian Universe.
That reminds me of the jokes friggin' Chris Rock would make about cable networks.
Yes.
Perfect.
Marvel Caucasian universe, because if you also look at Avengers Doomsday, there's 3 black people in it out of like 32.
Almost small roles, probably.
It's Sam, Black Panther, and M'Baku, and then other people of color. We have whitewashed Namor and Shang-Chi, and I think everyone else is white.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah, Pedro Pascal. Yeah, sorry, he plays a white character, so 6. Pedro Pascal is a Latino actor, but his character is very Caucasian, if you know what I mean. All right, yes, accurate. Yeah, sounds like your mom. Sounds right. Your mom was an educator. She is. She knows what she's talking about. And Blader said beautiful no notes from Soundout's mom. Yeah, you know what? That's the slander name. I also did see someone had a male cinematic universe, which I thought was a little weak sauce. I think we could do better to cook them on the misogyny too. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I fucking mentioned the Whirly meme. One of the worst memes of all time has came out with the current Venom books or Null, whatever.
Oh my god.
Null's team.
Null's Kill
Null's
Crew.
team.
Except Crew's spelled with a K.
Did no one did no editorials saw that?
No. Because they're all, like, all Marvel editorials, old white men who have been there since the 90s and don't know any better.
I really was. Can we post that one GIF up on the shoot right now?
Can we? Am I allowed
I think we can. I think we can. Let's say we're doing it for educational purposes.
Wait, which GIF do you want? I just came up with 6 in my head.
The undercover one.
Oh, the undercover one? Yeah, I can get that one. Hellfire's comment keeps getting hidden.
Maybe it's your meme.
Hellfire says, did my comment get shadow hidden for the D words? Which D words? Discrimination not come through? Is that what it is?
I made it visible, but I mean
Oh, it didn't show up on my end. Anyways. Oh yeah, I just have this one Discord post that actually is pretty much... We've been using these all over with Marvel. Like, all weekend. All weekend we've been using 2 different things. So, the first we have is Ryan Coogler at Marvel Studios. And then you have the fandom at Marvel Studios. Yeah. I will say, yeah, I do agree with J Pocket that, yeah, the Emma Frost casting was probably not necessarily intended to be counter-programming, but the timing was
it's horribly timed.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Scrubboard Gaming did remind me that there is a new Avenger. It's Ghost. Ghost is also a person of color.
Well, yeah, Marvel saw that most of the new Avengers and powerful people were going to be minorities. But let's stop that quick. Yet, you think about it, most of the most powerful people in the MCU right now are minorities. Yes,
it is true. And also, as much as the new Avengers is a pretty white team.
Yep.
It's mostly white people and Ghost.
Yeah.
So, also I search New Avengers MCU and I get Avengers Doomsday results. Google, it's not what I meant. So I was just double checking my work to make sure I was accurate in my slander. Yeah, it's just Ghost. It's just Ghost. Everybody else is white. All right. Yeah, Doctor Doom is a whitewash casting. Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. The whitewash casting on Doctor Doom bugs me less than the whitewashing of Namor. Because whitewashing Doctor Doom and casting is like, well, you made the wrong choice again. Whereas, with Namor, they specifically, ripped out all of his cultural heritage.
They took the Ryan Coogler out of the Ryan Coogler character.
Yep. Alice says if DC hires Yahya Abdul-Mateen or Marshall, I don't know what Marvel would do to recover. I don't think they could recover. Here's the thing. DC already wasted Yahya Abdul-Mateen twice.
Hey,
he was in Watchmen, and he was frickin' Dr. Manhattan, but they didn't get to continue that because they canceled the show. He was Black Manta in 2 Aquaman movies, and in the second movie, he's not even playing Black Manta. He's possessed by an evil trident for, the entire runtime.
So hey, I'm not opposed if they bring him back.
If they bring him back, I'm all for it, but make sure you don't do him dirty again, or I'm going to be mad.
Yeah. So he was great as Black Manta when the few times we see him.
Also, I don't think they can afford Mahershala Ali anymore. They don't think they can afford Mahershala Ali anymore because he does Jurassic World movies now. DC don't have that kind of money. Namor being whitewashed. Yes, let me talk about this in detail so people understand. Namor.
Yeah, because that's the thing. His actor's still the same, but when Sammy's whitewashing, there's more. There is specifically a difference between like skin color whitewashing and cultural whitewashing.
Cultural whitewashing. It is a cultural whitewashing. Hold on, let me get this comparison up. All right. So, because
yes. I do agree. I do think what they did with him in Marvel is worse, honestly, because like at least he did play good characters in DC. It just they never continue with him. Is the problem?
They've wasted. The thing is, I think with Yahya Abdul-Mateen is they've wasted him at both companies 3 times now. This is the issue. That is the issue. I think is the fact that you have this insanely talented actor, and he is wasted. They do 1 season, he gets a great response, gets an Emmy nomination, they cancel it. All right, so here's Namor in Wakanda Black Panther, or Wakanda Black Panther Forever. Actually, is a better title for the movie. Anyways, in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Namor is much like the way that Wakanda is inspired by real-world African culture. Namor and the Talokani are inspired by real-life Mesoamerican, indigenous cultural significance. Part of his story is the fact that the Talokani are indigenous Mexican people who are escaping colonization from the Spanish. Okay? So, the thing is that this was a very big deal for him to be wearing the jewelry, to be wearing the imagery, to be having the, it's like the fictional country of Talokan, but it's based on... That's my alarm to remind me only got 15 minutes left, and I'm going to have to rush through this. But anyways, these are all the visuals to tell you where his story comes from, where his culture is brought from, and it is taking indigenous culture that has mostly been erased in real life by colonization into a character who is against colonization, and therefore it is part of his backstory, it's part of the tapestry of the character. All of this stuff is based on real life stuff. The actor himself is indigenous Mexican, okay? They did a phenomenal job with Namor in Wakanda Forever, all right? And the hat's off to them for everything they did. Everything they did for Wakanda, they applied to Namor and Talokan. Phenomenal. In Avengers Doomsday, they took all of that away and replaced it with fish scales.
Here's the thing. It's a comic actor suit, but I feel like his suit can keep that cultural stuff in this new suit.
Yes, like why is he not wearing the jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd the jewelry go? Where is anything from what we saw with him in Wakanda Forever? This is just it's the same actor, but they've whitewashed all of his culture. They have colonized Namor. That is what they did. They colonized Namor. They went in and they conformed him to the way that everybody else looks, right? They give him scales like he's freaking Aquaman. All of the cool imagery of his underwater kingdom is completely gone. And everything's been replaced with generic fishman stuff. Exactly, AR. Where's the sauce?
He's a very handsome fishman, at the very least.
This is sauce that has cultural relevance, as representation for people that have literally been colonized out of existence. And then in Avengers Doomsday, it's all gone for absolutely no reason, except that every time they do stuff with the Russo brothers, they take away everything that was cool about characters. So there we go. That's what I meant by whitewashing Namor. It's not the actor. It's not even, that's also some of the lighting. The lighting's kind of done horrendously. But it is
he's a Russo's project.
It is a Russo project. He was... Blade Raider, good point. Blade Raider said, oh, that was Namor in the trailer? I didn't even realize. Thought he was like an Asgardian. Exactly the problem. Exactly the problem. They ripped all of his culture out of him.
I mean, in terms of good MCU synergy, I do like Namor in like Rivals has kept that.
Yes, let me pull up Rivals Namor for a moment because he's amazing.
Has an amazing accent also in Rivals.
Yes, because I think it gives Namor texture and flavor as a character.
So that's the thing. I think MCU synergy is good when it's actually
Yeah.
good ideas, like this and Shang-Chi having the 10 rings. I think that is good MCU synergy because that's just damn cool.
Because I like the way that this Namor is from Rivals is very much the Namor, but he's got those elements brought in, much like how the Black Panther movies heavily influenced Black Panther and other media. You know, I think it's good.
As Kayla said, flirting versus sexual harassment for Namor in the films. Yep.
Veloquence, I'll be talking about Mystique's stupid ass wig till the end of time, because what the hell?
Is that your Roy trucker hat?
Yep. Yeah, Scrubboard Gaming says too, MCU Namor is so separate from the comics version to go, oh, this new look is more comic accurate is really weird because he's like already a separate character and not going to lie better. Yeah, exactly. This was a massive improvement on Namor, and it was a great way of making him stand apart from Aquaman and be his own distinctive character.
Because let's face it, Namor in the comics is a white man.
Yeah, even though he wasn't supposed to be. Because, like, if you read back the original, like, Namor comics from the 40s, and he's always talking about, like, you know, we got to stop the white man from ruining the ocean. But like, they didn't carry it forward. They gave up on it. Yeah. So, anyways, this is why Avengers Doomsday is not making me excited about anything, is stuff like this. And so it's like, I can't look at the cool, flashy stuff because, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We might want to say actually say Spider-Man.
We're going to save Spider-Man for a different day.
We might because the plan is for people because Santa does have to go soon.
I have travel tomorrow.
We are planning to do a spoiler cast video stream either or. I'm sure Sound will tell me. We'll tell you. Yeah, of X-Men '97, but I think we might as well. So I think because
maybe combo it as Spider-Man and X-Men.
Honestly, because I think by the time we make that, my Avengers will be over.
Probably. Ooh, we could do like a triple.
Like triple. Hey, look, maybe watch Crusader.
Because like when I come back next week from a 5-day convention, I might not be up for making another video, and so that's why I thought maybe we'd do like a stream later in the week.
Watch Crusader, so like a 4-day.
I'll probably watch it while I'm like traveling.
So I don't have to suffer alone. Yeah, because I think that's gonna be the plan. Because also that gives even though Twitter has totally spoiled the film for half the people, that will give us some people more time to watch the movie, so they want to join in and stuff like that. So we might save that all the spoiler talk for X-Men, Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
That could be. We could do that. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I will talk about scheduling because I know that I know Jerry streams on Fridays, but also I'm not sure how much of the stuff Jerry's watched.
None.
It might be. It might be just. It could be honestly. It might be just be a me and Soundout show for that.
Yeah, we might
probably because I know it's on YouTube, but I actually am going to start watching it.
Yeah, you guys. So we'll see. I'll touch base with you guys when I get back from my trip, and then.
I think because pretty much I watch all the stuff we mentioned that, so I feel like it's probably the safest for me.
Crusader, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be the safest for me and Sound to talk about all 4 of those things by the time.
I'll hit you guys up on that. But yeah, I think we'll just move the Spider-Man spoiler talk to then, because I do need to get going. So, but I do have 2 little pieces of DC news that we got to talk about before we wrap up.
Yeah.
So,
let's see. Anyways, Marvel, get your shit together. Because holy crap.
Because I will keep calling it the Marvel Caucasian Universe until they fix their shit.
You know, for the comics, it's Marvel really good at the discrimination. The MCU is the
Marvel Caucasian Universe. Yeah. And you know, the thing is too is that Velcro says where am I going? I'll explain it in a minute. I'm gonna get through the DC news. All right. So we got news that the Booster Gold series isn't happening.
I'm hearing some weird reports because I don't know what's going on.
So let me explain what's going on. First of all, I do appreciate Kevin McGuire because everybody's been using his Booster Gold photo of like the Booster Gold cover with the thumbs up, but they're not using
like the default.
And he's like
the default Gold image.
Yeah, and he's like, you should start using my first cover when there's good news and second when there's bad. I totally agree because I love those 2 issues. It's really great. So here's what's happening. So David Jenkins, who was the attached showrunner for Booster Gold.
By the way, not to go super on top, but I rewatched the Gun video again. We totally forgot Swamp Thing was the last thing they mentioned that video,
God,
which
yeah.
I'm convinced it turned to Clayface because that, like, the way they described something was also what Clayface gonna be.
Apparently,
so
Clayface only happened because Mike Flanagan handed James Gunn a script.
So I'm convinced that Swamp Thing became Clayface, unless proven otherwise.
All right, so Booster Gold, we haven't heard about this in a long time. All right, so David Jenkins saw the Mahershala Ali Blade news, and he said, "Can't improve on Mahershala's lovely statement, so I'll just apply it here as well. My Booster Gold won't be moving forward." Yeah, how can you apply it better? Well, if they wanted to make it, they would have. Here's the thing that I want you guys to note about the following news, because it was then later they kind of go through the history here. The article then came out that said, "Oh, it's still moving forward. It'll just be a different creative team." What creative team then, James? Because I have heard this same thing multiple times from James Gunn. All right, and I don't have any reason to believe it. So,
how's that Paradise Lost?
How's that Paradise Lost? How's that Waller? How about two projects in particular? The Authority, which never has materialized, or the example I can point to, Sergeant Rock. Sergeant Rock was not part of that initial announcement video. Sergeant Rock only happened because Luca Guadagnino wanted to direct a Sergeant Rock movie. Luca Guadagnino then dropped out, and everybody reported that the Sergeant Rock movie was canceled because it lost its director. And then James Gunn was like, no, we're still making a Sergeant Rock movie. That's not canceled. Nothing's canceled. Yeah, how's that Brave and the Bold movie going if Andy Muschietti's signed on to do like 3 more horror projects?
Yeah.
I don't think Booster Gold's happening anymore. I just don't think James Gunn can admit that something's not happening and that he announced it too early. That's what we're at right now. Because AR says, how's anything but the ones we have actual trailers for? Man of Tomorrow's filming, and that's about it.
That's the only thing we know 100% is happening. Well, in Batman Part 2, but that's part of Matt Reeves.
That's apparently not part of the universe, because we're dumb over here. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, Man of Tomorrow, we know it's happening because we have on-set image. Like, but we know that's happening. Meanwhile, another thing of what's happening to it, are lining up ready to Booster because of their dynamic.
The Blue Beetle animated series has been quietly stalled by HBO Max, with some reports saying it's dead in the water due to its young audience demographic. HBO Max has yet to formally cancel the series, but if it is canceled, DC can shop it to other streamers. This actually tracks, because HBO Max has not been picking up any of the kids' shows. Like, they're shopping around My Adventures with Green Lantern and stuff.
I mean, in fact, we don't have My Adventures Season 4 greenlit. Is why?
Yeah. So, yes, this is the problem with DC, right? And we've been talking about this. We've been talking about this a lot. Can't promise things that you're never going to deliver on. And I'm gonna say something. You want to hear something crazy? Want to hear something crazy?
So here's the thing about Blue Beetle. Do you think the show's actually made?
No. I don't think they made a single thing about it.
Because at least, like, My Adventures of Green Lantern and some of the other animations, we at least know we have proof that there is stuff made for it, right?
Yeah.
Like My Adventures of Green Lantern.
They showed clips of superpowers in My Adventures of Green Lantern. So
yeah, so we know those are actually a thing. You just see to find a home for them and such like that.
I don't think they've actually made anything for this yet. Because we don't have any crew information whatsoever. We only had heard that they were talking to the cast about happening. And hearing quietly stalled does not mean we have trouble animating it. Because animating it, we've seen shows come out with piss poor animation, Cape Crusader. It can stuff can exist in animation. It'll happen. You only stall on a show in animation when you're having trouble developing it.
What's wrong with constant rig animation?
We'll talk about it more later. AR says, I'm sorry, but at this point, James Gunn should be a consultant and director and have someone else in the Feige role. I said that since day one. And I continue to get vindicated that James Gunn was not... James Gunn being, like, a very involved creative person, absolutely. A business person, horrible decision, and it's done nothing but backfire. And this is just part of it. Like, there should be no reason that a Blue Beetle series should be stalled out like this. Should have been easy. But I'm going to say as well is that we have this problem at DC that you can't trust anything that's been announced. Guess what, though? I looked at the history of Marvel and Marvel Studios and the MCU. Blade and Wonder Man are the only 2 projects announced that got canceled. Armor Wars has still not been canceled. Okoye has still not been canceled.
We're talking about actually officially canceled.
The
not
only
like
official cancellations we've gotten are Blade and Wonder Man. Because even things like Avengers King Dynasty changed into Avengers Doomsday. Captain America Serpent Society became Captain America Civil War.
I thought Serpent Society was... I thought that was a joke. I thought Serpent Society was always a joke.
It was a joke, but from what they announced to what they released, it was just Captain America 3 changed forms, right?
Okay. I always thought the Serpent Society was a clickbait. Like, they trick you. Like, we're doing Captain America.
Apparently, it was a plan when they first announced it because they only decided to do Civil War after Batman v Superman got announced, and that got announced after that Marvel panel.
Okay.
Yeah. But they don't. The only Inhumans was a movie, but then it got turned into a TV show. Right? They have. Like, the thing is, but you're probably saying there's a chance that Blade could see the light of day. The version with Ali is 100% canceled. Exactly. But we have so many DC things at this point where it's like, well, that was announced and we never heard anything again. Oh, that was announced and, they lost their showrunner. Oh, they lost the director. They lost the writer.
It's not even a recent thing, because was it Justice League Dark by J.J. Abrams?
J.J. Abrams got $5 million out of Warner Brothers and did absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Veloquent says, we've never been able to trust anything Gunn said was on the slate for DCU Chapter 1, and that isn't a combination of DC Studios, a combination of James Gunn just yapping without filter. All that guy does is talk and dig himself into holes. He shouldn't have said all that shit, and that's really their main issue. Yeah, half my problem with Supergirl was because James Gunn set up a version of that movie in my head from marketing.
God, rewatching that movie recently, God, that film does not hold up. It's so ugly, man. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick look at canceled DC movies, and let's see. So we have. Can I just get movies, not shows, please? All right.
I mean, you could add shows. There's plenty of those too.
Oh, definitely. I just wanted to see. So I'm looking at. So let's go. Let's see. There was. Oh yeah, I want to see. Let me at least get to the modern era. Can I get at least the modern era? Plastic Man. So there was. I mean, yeah, because this has been a thing since the 2000s, the 90s. Because let's not forget, Superman Lives.
Superman. Yep. Superman Lives. Which even that rebounded. And also the DCEU would announce movies to distract from the fact that they were under racism allegations by Ray Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Our Man was never a real movie.
Let's see. There was the early attempts of a Flash movie in the 2000s. There was the WB Flash and Smallville's Flash spinoff. Never happened. A sequel to Ezra Miller's Flash.
Yep.
That was planned. There was gonna be a Plastic Man thing. Aquaman TV pilot. The Aquaman TV pilot.
I mean, that came out at least. They at least released that.
Black for the DCAU.
Wait, what was that?
Black Manta spinoff film for DCU.
Yeah, it was. They announced it as a Trench spinoff, and then later they're like, "Oh yeah." After they canceled, they're like, "Oh yeah, that was a Black Manta spinoff." If you told us it was a Black Manta spinoff, there would have been a motion for it. But you told us it was the Trench.
It's gonna be an Aqualad. There was gonna be an Aqualad spinoff film.
Veloquent said I rewatched Supergirl over the weekend and actually went from disliking it and being disappointed by it in theaters to actively hating it. Anyone who knows me knows that's insane because all I do is glaze DC nonstop. Damn.
Yep. No, I went. When I rewatched Supergirl this weekend, I absolutely dislike that film more and more now.
Blade Runner said Our Man was real for an hour, like his powers, but never recharges.
Let's see. Green Lantern. There's gonna be an early live action film. Never happened. First Light sequel. Okay. The sequel to the 2011 film. Yep. Canceled. DCAU Green Lantern. Canceled.
Oh, Batgirl Year One was supposed to be an animated movie, but that got canceled.
Green Lantern 2 is by Greg Berlanti. Okay. Snatcher Core animate. There was gonna be a Snatcher War animated film. Oh god. Yep. Let's see. Green Arrow stuff. God, I could go on for days. How many canceled DC projects they are. Oh god, there's a lot. Holy shit, there is a lot. But it's a Booster Gold thing. Oh god, there was gonna be a Booster Gold series during 2011 for Sci-Fi.
Yep.
The 2 Booster Gold.
And there was going to be a Booster Gold in Legends of Tomorrow, but the series got canceled.
God.
I'm glad you enjoyed Supergirl, Avery. I always like when people enjoy stuff. So.
God, there is a lot of DC cancer projects.
The point is that DCU is a mess. The MCU is egregiously Caucasian, and hopefully it all works out.
Anyway, so before you head out, because I imagine you're heading out,
I gotta get going because otherwise I will miss dinner.
Yeah, what is the schedule gonna be for the next 2 weeks? For the channel.
Okay, so actually, I can just pull back up my channel page. Latin Gamer, have not seen Cape Crusader yet, season 2 yet. I will watch it on my trip, and then we'll talk about it later because I need to do a spoiler cast with all these shows and movies when I get back. For anyone wondering, I am going to be out of town for this week, and so if I don't respond to comments, that's why. But I am going to Las Vegas for the Star Trek convention, so I will be coming back with Nacelle Star Trek news because they're announcing stuff there. But if you're wondering what's going to go up on the channel while I'm gone, Wednesday will be the Comic Haul for July. Friday will be the X-Men team completion video update that I promised 2 years ago. I finally did it. It was a pain in the ass. Please watch it.
Has it been really 2 years?
It's been 2 years. I did it for Deadpool and Wolverine and X-Men 97 season 1.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Every X-Men figure I own compilation will be the following Wednesday, and then there will be these shorts for Storm, Rogue, and Gambit going up as well. There won't be any shorts next week because I'm just tired. But
so imagine the Friday after next Friday will be that will be next Friday, right?
It would be a week from this Friday. A week from this Friday, possibly doing a spoiler cast.
Forecast.
Time TBD because I'll coordinate it, but yeah, that's gonna basically it. Yeah.
I mean, that allows you to make notes of how you want to structure it at the very least.
I'll figure it all out because I'm so brain fried. I was up till 2 in the morning editing that X-Men video.
I think it was probably gonna be me and you. It'll be definitely a lot more focused.
Yeah. Veloquence, I'm not gonna do any vlogging stuff for the convention. It'd be fun, but it's just going to be a 5-day convention. It's not going to be that visually interesting, and a lot of what we're doing is standing in lines to meet people.
I was like, 5 days? You're going to be white after that? My God! I hear a treat. I hear white from 3-day convention, but 5 days?
5 days. Luckily, there's it's Wednesday's not as intense as Saturday, right? So we're not going to be there all day. Wednesday. We're not going to be there all day every day, right? Because we're staying in the hotel the convention's at. So it's so fine. It's good.
If you want to follow Sounds Adventures, you probably got posted in his Discord.
I'll post stuff in Discord if there's anything interesting. The thing I will say is that I will be taking pictures of the Nacelle booth and the Nacelle panel for what they announced because it's Nacelle Star Trek and I covered that on the channel. So when I come back and we do our news show, I'll have in-hand photos. It'll be instead of pulling up the TrekCore article, I'll be like, look at my photos of what was there. It'll be kind of fun.
Your watermark should just be your face.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a double. It is a vacation as well as being a convention. And it's gonna be fun. It'll be nice to be out of town. And So while Sam probably won't be on Castle Stream tomorrow because you'll be traveling. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Still, go check out Castle Stream tomorrow. Where do you stream at?
4 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/FighterCows. We'll be playing something. If not, we usually play Fatal Fury with 3 people, so I don't know.
Something's my favorite game. And Wheels, what is our awesome site?
Hero-Club.com. Follow us at Hero Club for Life. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.tv, Blue Sky. Twitch, we stream Wednesdays and Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern.
And since Santa won't be streaming on Monday next week, if you want to hear some toy news and other news like that, check out their Wednesday streams then.
Also, go check out the Hero Club interview with Steve Blum.
Yeah,
we got Steve Blum and
we got Stevie Boy.
We got
one pointing the camera at him.
Yep. It was a group effort. I did the editing on this one, so
he did some good editing too.
Soundout did the introduction for us because I was like, Soundout, you need to explain to people why there's so many angles and people they never heard of talking.
Yep. So I'm glad you guys liked how it turned out because I was pretty happy with the editing on it. It was fun having 2 camera angles for once. I've never got to work with that on an interview before. So yeah, so go check that out.
Hey, Tokon's out this weekend, and who voices Wolverine in that game, Mr. Soundout?
Well, it's Mr. Steve Blum voicing Wolverine and Green Goblin. So
So check that interview out.
Do it right now. Someone link it to him.
I did.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Go check it out. It's a good time. It's like a 25-minute video.
We also have the link in. We also have the link in our Discord server, Discord protocol, and announcements. But yeah,
Veloquist says, "Who are you looking forward to meeting the most?" I've got a couple that I'm really excited about. Assuming they still go. John Rhys Davies is going to be there, and I'm a big Indiana Jones fan, as you all know. So like that's kind of freaking cool. And
which Star Trek was he in again?
He played a Renaissance painter in an episode of Voyager on the holodeck.
Yeah, wasn't he Da Vinci or something?
Da Vinci, yeah, he played Da Vinci, I think. So he was in Star Trek for like 2 episodes, and so it's like, yeah, invite him. Like, cool. Like, I'm excited to meet him. And then also Scott Bakula's going, and I'm excited about that. So
no, they finally got him.
Yep. And his autograph price was, oh boy. But it's going to be kind of intense because Scott Bakula's autograph session is at the same exact time as Linda Park's autograph session. So I'm going to have to figure out how to be in 2 places at once. Or, more likely, the Linda Park line is going to be a little bit shorter than the Scott Bakula line, and I can kind of bounce between. But it'll be fun. So we'll be back with our normal news stream in 2 weeks. And then back next Friday at some point for spoiler talk. So that's it for me. I'm off tomorrow. So
all right.
I gotta get dinner because my parents will leave me behind.
Everyone, send a wave emoji to Soundout. We're not gonna see him for a bit. So have fun at the con, Mr. Soundout.
Thanks. Everybody enjoyed the videos. I worked my ass off so everybody would have good videos and fun stuff to watch. So we'll see you guys later.